And welcome to the second episode in what I'm calling Old Heroes, which is just a placeholder name till I think of something cooler. And we're just going to start right into it. So, to recap what happened last time, Heron and Austin, two somewhat veteran adventurers, they've got a couple levels under their belt. By a couple, I mean 10. Uh, Found themselves in the village of Syka for some time when, a few days before the Festival of the Falling Sky, a young Spinosaurus made its way into town and attacked some livestock. They repelled it, and by repelled it I mean killed it. And then Dahlman, the sheriff, offered to pay them if they would go and investigate why the dinosaurs are getting so close to the village. They went to the watering hole, which is somewhat south in a forested area, where they found a plethora of dead and dying dinosaurs. They came across a druid named Alina, who was in the process of trying to suss out what was going on when they were all ambushed by some triceratops that had been infected by some kind of parasite. Oh my god. My eyes are watering, I'm sorry. You repel the dinosaurs and then head back to the town to resupply. You spoke with Dahlman, who said he would get you supplies and, in Austin's case, the materials for another firearm. And that's where we left off.
All right. Right.
So I'll say it is.
All right.
So I'll say you guys can take a long rest if you want. Like you arrived at the town, it's like mid-afternoon. So if you'd like to retire for the evening, you can.
I'm
And
snoozing.
in the morning, they will get you the supplies you requested if possible. But you guys can take.
Well,
Yes,
where's Alina's staying?
that's a very good question. She kind of, you brought her with you, and she looks very out of place, and you get the vibe that she's more of a kind of like a woodland person. Like she steers clear from settlements because she is a druid. But
Mm-hmm.
she you could find her a place to stay if you'd like, or she would probably just camp out on the outskirts.
I mean, I guess you could probably stay in my room, I guess, for one night.
Okay. Yeah,
And I'll just
your
sleep
room.
downstairs.
Yeah, your room would be fine, and you could probably it sleeps two. It's got two beds in it. It's not like a one bedroom thing. She could probably sleep in the bed adjacent. No issue.
But no, my room's a mess. I can't stay in there with another person. I just gotta. It's got like papers everywhere, like
Like
a
a,
board with a conspiracy board, like a bunch of
I
like
like that. That's good.
like
But
so much dirt everywhere.
she'll thank you and she'll take the room for the night. But
Yeah.
but you guys do get a long rest. So go ahead and mark that off in your character sheets because I know you guys are hurt pretty bad.
Oh, I'm actually doing pretty well.
Well, that's because
Mhm.
okay. Well, then Heron is not doing so well.
I already did it. The moment you told me I was able to take a long rest, hey,
But morning comes, and you can hear the from the blacksmith shop. You can't hear much of anything because it's a two-story building and you have your own private room. You do hear downstairs the commotion of blacksmith work, hammering, quenching, moving things around, but you don't hear any people speaking or anything. But Austin, you said you were going to sleep in the tavern itself, like in the
Yeah.
bottom floor. Okay, easily enough,
Yeah.
you find a booth that is empty for the night, and you it's not like a restful sleep. It's not meant to be laid into, but it gets the job done.
I've slept in worse.
Yeah, it's not as bad as roughing it. Like you're not out in the woods sleeping on the bug infested grass, but it's not like sleeping in a comfortable bed. But it gets the job done, like I said. But you both rouse, and Austin, as you rouse, the hold on, the owner of the tavern, Pent, the Aarakocra, is kind of like you see he's kind of like watching you from a distance, like checking in on you. And when he sees you awaken, you see him kind of like get a little excited, and he comes over to you, and he goes, Austin, hate to be a bother, but
Yes.
who's sleeping in your room right now?
A druid that we met on a mission, I guess. She's gonna take us somewhere today.
All right,
I think.
are you paying for her room service? Because she's ordered quite a lot.
What did she order?
He pulls out a little book. He's like, well, 3 turkeys, 2 hams, a side of
Three turkeys.
a side of mashed potatoes, and a side of broccoli.
She's a half. What?
I'm just telling you what she ordered.
She's a halfling, right? There's no way she can even fit all of this in her body. How? What is she doing with this?
Well, when I went up there to deliver the mashed potatoes, she had 3 empty plates from the turkeys, so it's going somewhere.
Oh God. What is this gonna cost?
About 10 silver.
Oh. Okay. Okay. How much? What is 10 silver
It's
again?
like 1 gold. I
Okay.
believe the exchange rate is 10 silver, 1 gold, 100 copper, 1 silver, and then
Okay.
10 gold is 1
Yeah, I'm
platinum.
looking at it right now.
So, but it should only be 1
Because
gold.
they man of your caliber can pay for such.
I'll give him a gold piece.
All right, he takes it and he says, is it okay if she continues ordering? Because she did tell my wife she
No,
might be
cut her off.
He goes,
You
"Okay,
are done.
yes." He goes, okay, yes.
I don't think I've eaten this much in the last week. Jeez. All right.
But it is morning.
She's like, she's not eating any. She's just feeding it to random animals.
I swear, I'm gonna go up to her room and find like a nest full of squirrels. Do squirrels make nests?
Yes.
A bird's nest. I guess I'll go up to
Okay.
my room.
As you head up, you see some other people arousing, and
You know what's probably funny?
What?
You know what's funny? Is that I was probably sleeping in all of my equipment too. Just a musket on my back. So my back is probably aching.
I was gonna say you slept, but you're sore. It's like
Takes damage for that.
No, it's like waking up with a crick in your neck. But as you approach your door, you see that there are other guests packing up and leaving, and they've got bags under their eyes. They look like they didn't get much sleep. And they kind of watch you, and as you approach your door, they kind of like squint like they're judging you silently.
Oh no, I've got dangerous materials in that room. What? That is not fit for whatever she was doing in there. I'll knock on my own door, I guess, and be like, hello?
There's silence at first before you hear rustling and heavy footfalls, and the door kind of opens, and you see heavy footfalls. You see Alina kind of peeking out. She goes, "Oh, can I? Oh, it's you. Come in." And she throws the door open, and as she does, you see over her shoulder a large panther currently stretching itself out in the middle of the floor.
Oh!
Hey! I want to tell you right now, I fucking called it. I called it.
I'm taking a bomb from my bag and just being like, Alina, what is that thing
Molotov!
doing in there?
She goes, no, it's fine. It's fine. This is George. This is my pet, and it's a sizable panther. It's bigger than you. It's like a full-grown cat. And she goes, I just, I didn't want, I didn't know, I don't know. You can see she's like a little flustered.
Alina, this is the kind of things we warn people about before we drag animals into their room!
Well, he came in through the window. I thought it'd be all right.
How did he
Eddie-
even fit in the window?
Eddie, roll how hot she is to determine whether you forgive her or not.
What's funny is I recently learned in the old editions that was actually a stat.
If she's anything above if she's anything below a 6, I want you to kill her and the panther.
But she goes, no, this is George. He's my pet. I didn't take him into the woods because I was worried about having him get infected by the parasites. But he followed us to the town, and when everybody was asleep, I let him in through the window. And I've been feeding him, and I've been taking care of him. He's a good boy. And you can see the panther is huge, like it's full grown.
You wouldn't happen to have a gold piece on you, would you?
She goes, "Oh, I don't carry gold."
You don't, because of course you don't. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna like start shoving everyone into the room and just close the door behind me and lock it and be like, okay, how are we gonna get a panther out here without anybody noticing? Okay.
She's like, "Oh."
We're gonna have to take the window.
She goes, "That's fine." And she kind of like,
Also, you didn't let him lick anything in here because if so, he, did, like, don't because.
He is now a walking bomb.
Yeah.
She goes, "Well, he didn't mess with anything."
Probably.
He didn't really mess with anything. I mean, if you want to take a look, and she like gestures, and you
Yeah,
do
I'm
see.
gonna take a look.
Give me an investigation check.
Oh God. Where is investigation? 6.
6. So immediately, you see your makeshift workbench. A lot of the papers have been tossed about. There's knocked over beakers. There's some black powder that's spilled and is currently slowly pouring onto the floor. And when you look at the panther, when you look at the panther, you see that it has some black powder in its fur. And that's easily observed. Like anything, that's just a normal thing you can say. With a 6, you don't know what else it could have gotten into.
Okay. This is extremely bad. Alina?
She goes, "What?" "Yes."
Go out the window real quick.
She goes, "Out the window?" And she goes, that didn't be too hard. Hold on, I got a long rest for her, too. I completely forgot. Okay,
I don't think she deserves one.
Is there currently any lit fire sources in my room?
No, it doesn't have like a fireplace, or it doesn't,
Okay.
Right. Why not?
But
Alright, and I guess I'm just gonna start very carefully cleaning it off of his face if he'll let me.
Okay, give me an animal handling check.
Oh God, please, George, don't do this to me right now.
George, be a pal.
16.
16. You kind of approach, and he like narrows his eyes and looks you up and down, but he doesn't sense any ill will, so he lets you get close. And as you start to clean him off, he starts purring and like headbutting into you, clearly being, somewhat domesticated.
Not now, George. It's very dangerous materials.
But you do clean him off, and Alina's like, "Oh, thank you. I didn't realize." And she's like, "But we'll head out through the window. Where do you want to meet before we head off?"
I told the sheriff to send materials to the whatever you call those, the crap, what do you call them? Patrick, where do you live?
No. Why would I say?
Blacksmith place.
Oh, he's
Right?
okay.
It's the
He's talking about
blacksmith.
in my house. Yes.
I believe it's the Iron Horse. Let me check.
The Iron
I thought you were
Horse, yeah.
asking. I thought you were asking where I actually lived in real life. And I'm like, no, I'm not gonna dox
No.
myself.
But yeah, it's the Iron Horse.
Unless you're a 6'4" lady. I'm just kidding.
Jeez.
Probably messaged me.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
you can head. It's not hard to find. You can easily get there. But she's like, do you think I should take George with us, or do you think I should leave him here? Like, how dangerous do you think it's gonna
well,
be?
you can't leave him here.
She's like, no, he's a good boy. He won't harm anybody. I mean, if anybody tries to get in the room, he might.
I'm more worried about people harming him, honestly.
That's a very good point. Okay, I'll find a
There's
place
a
for.
Spinosaurus attack yesterday.
I'll find a place for him just outside the village, and then we'll head off. Because he's a good boy. He doesn't fight. And you can see he's a full-grown panther. Well, if you want, give me a nature check.
Alright. Nature. Hey, 21.
Yes, he may be a full-fledged panther, but versus like you could easily take him down solo just with your skills alone, and you get the vibe just by looking at him. He's not a fighter. Like he can hunt and he can track and all that, but he's not. If you took him with you, he may be more of a hindrance than an actual blessing.
Well, I planned on. I don't know. I mean, I don't really want him to be alone by the village, so it just seems like a. I don't know. We'll figure it out later.
She goes, okay. And
Meet me at the Iron Horse.
she opens the window and they both climb out and head to the alley below.
Alright. I'm gonna start seeing if she looked through any of my notes about certain individuals.
Okay, make an investigation check.
21. You can't hide
So-
anything from me.
As you're going over your papers, everything seems on the up and up. Everything seems to be present. Nothing seems to be too disturbed other than by George. However, when you get to your personal journal, you notice that it is the bookmark where you left it is somewhere else. The book has clearly been opened and the bookmark has been moved.
Oh, that bitch. Alright, I'm gonna put it into my jacket pocket
Okay.
and head downstairs, and I'm going to give the owner. I'm gonna give him 10 copper pieces and be like, I am so sorry about last night. There was a certain situation that I hadn't intended, but this should clear it up.
He takes and he goes, oh, well, no worries. You've been here for over a year. You're one of my best customers. Would you like breakfast before you go? Or, I mean, whoever was up there was eating a lot.
It sure was.
I mean, I'll. Do you have anything I can take on the way?
Because we got bagels.
I'll take a bagel.
All right.
I'll take 3 bagels.
It's 1 copper each, so 3 copper total.
Can I get some beans and toast?
You're not there.
No, I'm just kidding.
You're actually, as you wake up and you head downstairs, you do see, hold on, I gotta get his name. We'll make sure I get this right. Cinny, yes. Cinny, you see him actually cooking breakfast on his forge fire. He's got eggs, bacon, some toast going. He's
That
getting
can't be sanitary.
But it really is delicious.
It is delicious. But as you see him, he's got like a giant frying pan that he uses, and he's got that currently over, and he's cooking everything at once. And as you descend, you see him standing there. He kind of looks over and he says, "Is this yours?" And he gestures, and you see a bunch of equipment and parts that have been put by the door.
Yeah, I think that's mine. I can't tell. Last night was a blur.
Bastard.
But he's like, "All right, just find a place for it. Once I open shop, I don't want it in the way."
That's all right. I'll get on that right now.
All right. And as you approach, you see this is the materials that Austin requested to be delivered here.
Yeah, what would my character actually do in this situation?
Yeah, what would you do?
I'll start scrounging through the parts, see what is actually in there.
All right, give me investigation.
It's like Scrooge McDuck.
Dive
Okay,
into
shoot.
it.
All right, investigation plus 7. 27, natural 20.
Ooh, very nice. So you already knew. Well, were you there when he requested the parts from Dahlman, or did you already leave? Just to clarify.
We're all
I would
there
say-
together.
Yeah, we were all
Okay,
over there.
I figured. I just want to make sure. But you do reckon these are the parts he requested to make a shotgun, You can see that everything is accounted for. Hold on, I'm gonna burp. Sorry, but everything is accounted for, and you also find at the very bottom of one of the sacks a small package that looks to contain something else that isn't necessary for the shotgun's manufacturing.
Oh, I'm definitely looking.
All right. As you pop it open, you see a bag full of about 200 silver pieces.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
And you
okay.
see on the bag is emblazoned the emblem of Psycha, which is the basically the what's the word? The mark of the mayor's office.
Hmm.
You get the
I
vibe.
won't take.
I was gonna
Wait,
say,
go on.
you get the vibe because you were offered coin in exchange for services, but I think you took some, didn't you?
I think I did.
And I think Austin took.
Hold on, let me check my gold.
Yeah, check your gold because I think Austin took parts and you took coin, and in this case, the coin that you found is probably just coin like, hey, he helped us, just give him a little extra.
We had he gave. How much did he give us yesterday?
Hold on.
Oh no.
He was supposed to
Yeah.
give you. Let me scroll up.
Receipts.
Gave you 500 gold pieces each.
Okay, so I didn't take any. So
Okay, so yeah.
alright, I'm taking that now.
Yeah, so yeah, you have 500 gold from him, but Austin, you took the parts in exchange, correct? If I recall, you were like,
Yeah.
you're like, I'd rather just get the parts needed. That's fine. But Heron, you get the idea that this little bag of coin is kind of like, hey, they really helped us, and I know he wanted the parts, but let's give him some coin just in case. It's not a lot. It's only like, it's 10 silver per coin. So it'd be like 20 gold.
Oh, you
Rent's
poor
due this
soul.
month.
Yeah.
You poor soul, literally. You know what? I'm not gonna take the silver.
Okay.
I'll actually place it somewhere that I won't forget to give it back.
Okay.
But like, are there any extra other pieces in this file? Like stuff he would not notice if it went missing?
It looks like there's enough parts plus a little bit extra to make the shotgun.
I'm taking the extra. I'm taking the extra.
So basically, it came with like 3 barrels. It basically came with 3 barrels, an extra trigger assembly, and what looks like 2 stocks, 1 wood and 1 more ornate metal.
Yeah, I'll try to recall
How
what.
in Lego sets,
Say again?
like when you lose a piece, how in Lego sets when you lose a piece, they have like extra.
It's more like when he was purchasing the material or gathering it, he probably got extra because he didn't have what's the word? He got extra just in case. Like maybe you want to interchange parts or something breaks. He wants to get you your money's worth. The ornate stock, however, is probably the most expensive piece of the entire shotgun, as it looks like it was hand engraved, and it depicts like a scenic valley with dinosaurs in it.
Ooh, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, it's probably expensive. I'll probably take the women piece. And then you said dinosaurs. I'm like, oh,
But you get the idea that it's actually meant to encapsulate Psycha, since it's in a valley, dinosaurs, all that. My parents are listening to football and I can hear them yelling. Could you hear that?
I cannot.
Okay.
Nope.
Then hopefully it didn't get picked up on the mic.
You know what? I'll still take the wood piece.
Okay. So
that's 2 barrels, 1 wooden stock, and 1 other fire trigger.
Trigger assembly, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Then I'll gather all these parts, and I'll put them right next to I'll put them behind the front counter.
The ones you're taking, or the ones meant for him?
Oh, the ones I'm taking to my area.
Okay.
The ones that are for him, I'm putting them behind the counter.
Okay. You do this. So put in your inventory. You said 2 barrels, 1 trigger assembly, and the wooden stock.
Okay, hold up.
Austin then died making this shotgun because he needed those parts actually.
Well then, that sucks. Okay. Are there actual barrels?
I don't. That's a very good question. You might have to put it into.
Custom item.
You might have to put it into like your.
Yeah, you're gonna have to make a custom item, I think.
I will assist. That's Alina. I need Heron.
Not gun barrel. Oh god, I did not mean to capitalize that.
Yeah, you got it. You got it. You're good.
The motherfucker said shotgun barrel.
But so as you're doing that, Austin, the streets are kind of alive. It's still maybe like 8 or 9 in the morning, so people are, it's a lazy kind of town. They, the farmers make most of the coin, so they're out in the fields. But in the actual town itself, it's kind of laid back. And as you're approaching the Iron Horse blacksmith, you do see the doors open, and you don't hear any of the metal work, but as you get closer, you can smell the food from within. And it smells pretty good.
With my, what does my bagel taste like?
It tastes kind of
Straight
stale.
ass.
It's like a little stale.
I knew it.
You get the vibe that he probably doesn't really sell many bagels. Most people want like the fresh cooked meal. So he's kind of like got him just like in a bag somewhere. Like it's edible. It's not going to make you sick, but it's very chewy and stale.
Good.
My favorite kind of bacon.
Alright, I guess I'll go in and look for my parts that I need.
All right. As you enter, you see Cinny tending to the forge. He kind of looks over and kind of gives you a curious look. He's like, how can I help you? We're not open yet.
I know Cindy, right? Like, I imagine Austin would come here to build something whenever he can't do it in his room.
Yeah, okay, so...
Just a lot of stuff. But...
I'll retcon that he doesn't know. He sees you and he goes, oh, come on in. You want some breakfast?
No thank you. I'm just here for some parts that were delivered here.
He goes, oh,
I
those are
figured
yours.
you wouldn't mind.
He goes,
Mm-hmm.
that's fine. He goes, I saw Heron take them behind the counter.
Alright. And I'll go behind the counter and... I know what I need, right?
Yeah. Also, he goes, and I did see him rummaging through them. He wasn't being too stealthy.
Huh.
Loot goblin.
I don't know if he took anything, but he definitely was searching around.
I'll keep an eye out. Alright, and then...
Alright. So you find one barrel, one trigger assembly, one stock, and the rest of the materials to make the receiver, the bolt. Is it a bolt? The tube and all that. I'm not 100% on shotguns. But it's got all the materials to make one.
I only need one shotgun. I need to make ammo, though, but that's battle help.
It did not come with ammo. That is a good point. It does not come with what you need to make ammo. It's literally just the materials to make the gun itself.
That's crazy.
That's fine.
But
then I guess I'll just get to assembling.
Yeah. Give me oh, hold on. What is it again? I've already forgotten. We already did this.
It's a Tinker's Tool check, and then you get to decide what stat I use.
For this one, I'll make it Intelligence. Yeah, Intelligence.
Okay.
Because it's not dexterity. You're not manufacturing the parts. You're just putting them together.
Right. Intelligence plus proficiency. Ooh, that's not good at all. A 12.
12. Ooh. So, you spend an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, and by the 4th hour, you are about halfway complete, but it probably take another 4 or 5 hours.
I think by the first hour, I'm just gonna put it to the side and just because I also knows we got stuff to do today. So by the first hour, I'm just gonna put it aside and.
So, for the purposes of this, I want you to put it somewhere that it'll take 8 hours with that roll to complete. You can get another roll later, but you've only done 1 hour, so it still needs 7.
Okay.
But if you get a higher roll next time, just put it like in your notes or something that says, "Hey, I have 8 hours left at this roll." I'll take it. I'll take a note too, but I just wanna
7 hours. to shotgun. Currently.
Alright. But
Nothing broke, right?
no, nothing broke. It wasn't low enough to break anything. It was kind of like in the middle.
Okay.
But after the first hour, Heron, you come down and you see Austin tinkering away, and you also see standing in the doorway, well, give me a perception check.
I'm about to perceive all types of things. Hey, 20.
20. You see the druid Alina, and standing next to her is a large black panther.
Thought I told her to get rid of it.
And you can
Is that a panther?
As you
Does
say
Austin
this,
hear this?
yeah, you hear it, and so does Cinny, and he turns.
Oh, God.
He takes his hand, he's like, "Oh, okay, no, no."
No, wait, hold on.
I just imagine Heron is just like above the, like you can only see his like eyes above the counter.
Yeah. The panther looks like it's like halfway in, halfway out. Like Alina's in the shop, but the panther's like hesitant. Like half of it's in, the other half is sticking out of the door. But he goes, Heron, I swear, if you bring back, I told you, if you bring animals, I'm gonna kick you out.
I've been here the entire time.
Then why?
Oh, hold on. I'm gonna.
Yes.
Holding.
Okay. I thought I heard you.
No, you're good.
I thought I heard someone knocking at your door. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna just come out like. How does this work? Where is like the actual blacksmith?
So the
Blacksmithing area.
The room's about 40 feet wide, pretty big. You know, it has to be. In the center is the forge, the big, where the fire pit is, where the anvil surrounding it, and other his materials. To the right on the wall is a counter where they do all the business, and to the left is the stairway up to the second floor and a small kind of like tinkering area where probably Heron works and Cinny works. Not at the same time. It can only fit one person, but that's where you would be. And as he says this, the door is at the far end, at the right by the counter. So you'd look over, you'd probably see Alina inside and half of the panther.
Alright. Everyone, just calm down. The panther is not feral. It is domesticated. It may have a taste for black powder, so I recommend nobody feeds it that.
Alina, Cinny looks incredibly like he's got his hammer up in like a defensive position. He's like looking around, like, "Oh, okay. Can you take the panther out of here?
Don't control the panther.
Well, you better start it.
But but Alina goes, "Oh, I'll wait outside," and she like steps back, and the panther George kind of like looks around, kind of like almost like a dog. Like not very cat-like, like just observing, happy to be there.
I'm gonna start just taking off all the clothing that one would wear blacksmithing.
Yeah, your like your apron and your gloves.
I thank God you said that, bro. I was so ready to start to kick you out. I start taking off my clothes. What are you doing?
No, it calms down the panthers.
Okay. Or is that cougars? Are you mistaking middle-aged women with?
But Alina steps outside, and
yeah.
so does George. And as this happens, you hear a shriek, and you see a woman carrying groceries just sprint off into the distance.
I just imagine when you say sprint, like not like female runaway, like full-on Olympic run.
No, it's an older lady with like a bundle of groceries. She like drops a loaf of bread and continues just down the road. And you hear Alina go, "I'm sorry, no, he's perfectly okay." And
This is the worst morning I've had in 7 years.
It possibly could get worse.
But
I guess I'll go outside and just start being like, I mean, I told you to get rid of it.
because he kind of follows me around. He does what he wants. You know, I'm not gonna
Don't you have spells?
spells like what? He's a panther. I'm not gonna. I mean, I could polymorph him.
Charm animal? I don't know.
Because that'd be mean.
That'd be lying, and I don't lie.
Because I could speak with animals, but he doesn't like to listen.
You s-
Oh God. All right.
All right, kids. This
hey,
means
Aaron.
don't invite strangers. Yeah.
Get out here real quick. We're gonna leave soon.
Where are we going again?
Up a mountain, right?
Yeah.
Elena?
So Elena's like, yeah, the source of the infection or whatever is coming from the glacier in the mountain that feeds the water into the lake. At least that's where I think. In all honesty, we
Wait,
should
did
probably
I get my 200 silver?
say again.
Like, out of character. Did I get my 200 silver?
It was in. Yeah, he didn't take it, so it's in the bag.
Alright.
Yeah, I almost completely forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me. But yes,
I could have really took that, and your character would be none the wiser since you weren't actually supposed to receive silver.
well,
I could've took it.
Cindy ratted you out. He said you were investigating it.
Well, he doesn't know about the other shit, does he?
Maybe. Okay.
Wow.
But
Don't worry. I'll come back.
bless you. But Alina is like, we should head from the lake up. It's a safer route along the river. And then once we get into the mountains, we can take the trail. I believe there's a trail. I haven't been up there myself. It's, very dangerous to go it alone.
We'll likely have to rent a carriage. How long is the journey, did you say?
It should only be a couple hours. To get back to the
It
lake.
should only be a couple hours.
To get to the lake takes. Hold on. I wrote it down. Take about 2 hours to get there. On foot. On horseback,
Okay.
it's a little less. But she also says we probably won't need a carriage. It's only a small hike up the mountain. It's not a big mountain.
Oh, okay. I guess no to carriage then. You won't need a horse since you have your panther, and Aaron can probably ride on the panther with you. So
I was literally gonna be like, "Yep, I guess I know who I'm riding."
She goes, yeah, that's fine. But
and then I'll.
But I'm not going to
Yeah,
take
rent
George into the forest, if you don't mind, just to keep him away from any parasites. I'll leave him on the outskirts with the horses.
With the horse? Wait, what?
Oh, I'm sorry. I will leave him outside of the forest. I hear them shouting in. They're watching football. She goes, I will leave him outside of the forest, and if we take the horses inside, then he'll be by himself. And he'll probably get bored, and he'll probably wander away.
Huh. And what are the odds of him not eating the horses, or the horses getting scared and running away? I mean, this seems like a really bad plan.
Make a nature check as she makes a nature check.
Alright.
All they're doing is I'm just
8.
getting ready.
8? I mean, he's domesticated, so odds are he probably won't attack the horses.
You know what I'm hearing? A big
Yeah.
probably.
Hmm. Well, I guess I'm less concerned about him attacking the horses and more so trying to play with them and therefore killing them. But
Well, and you
I
can
thought
see,
you were stronger.
you can see she's got that look in her eye, like he might try that.
Eddie got that
Okay.
reference.
Okay. I guess we'll have to find a way to leave him in town.
She goes, I could leave him in your room. He's already eaten for the night, so you shouldn't. He'll probably just sleep.
Or he's eating for 5 days
Yeah.
straight.
Or eat all my toxic materials. Like, the room is not kosher safe. It is dangerous in there.
You know, would hate me.
Oh, let's go talk to the sheriff and see if we can get something sorted out.
She goes, okay. And she exits. As she exits, you see George is in the middle of a tug of war with a man and his groceries.
Oh, God.
As he's trying to pull at something in the bag, and the guy he's openly weeping, thinking he's about to die. And Alina's like, no, George.
Just give him the groceries!
the man eventually like lets go when the groceries scatter, and a little like satchel of tuna hits the ground, and George just starts eating it up as the man takes off running.
This is the worst day ever.
Aaron is just at the. He's at the front of the blacksmith shop, just like, oh my god, I gotta be with these guys.
But
Okay,
She's
let's
like-
go to the
yeah.
sheriff, everyone.
she's wrestling George from the tuna.
You have a leash for that thing?
She goes, he's domesticated, I swear.
I don't believe you.
But you guys head over to the barracks where Dahlman is located. And as you approach, you see there are about 4 or 5 guards outside. And they see you and they wave. And then they see the panther and their eyes go wide. And they
He's
like,
with us.
they
I'll
like
say.
they reach for their swords like, oh okay. And they let you inside. And inside you see 3 or 4 people just like talking amongst the guard. You don't see Dahlman, but you do see the local holy woman, Melanie, who you all are familiar with.
I feel like I've heard that name before.
Melanie?
Oh, I think you said Melody.
No, Melanie. Melony.
Ah.
But she's an elven woman, very old, like towards the end of her life. And she's currently conversing, and she turns, sees you lot, sees the panther, shrugs, and then goes back to talking.
He's chill.
We like Melody.
But you see the
Everyone
other
likes Melody.
see the other guards kind of like get a little weirded out, like what the hell is a panther doing here? But they make 2 and 2 that the guard let you in. But you don't see Dahlman anywhere.
Hey, I pulled a guard over.
He goes,
Is Dahlman in today?
yeah, he's upstairs. I could get him for you,
Please do.
of course. And he heads up the stairs. And after about 5 minutes, you see him come back down with Dahlman, who's like putting on his armor, getting ready, and he's like, I have oh my god! And he like seizes a panther, and he goes,
You wouldn't.
go ahead.
You first.
He's like, Austin, Heron, Halfling.
Yes.
Why is there a panther in my barracks?
This panther is gonna get recognized so much. We need to give it an intro or something. He just stands up on 2 legs and does like a sitcom pose.
I got to keep you guys on your toes.
This is George. And we need a place for him to stay while we go venturing.
He kind of like leans back and is like, okay, yeah, that'll be easy. He goes, I mean, I could put him in one of the cells. He won't, we can feed him. He won't, get in any trouble.
Mm.
And
Yeah, probably for the best.
Yeah, Alina's like, that's probably a good idea. And like you see George is like walked over to Melanie, and she's like grabbing him and rubbing his face, and he's just sitting there like a dog almost, acting very uncat-like.
Are you sure that's panther?
He keeps drawing attention to this cat-like thing.
But she's
Mhm.
Melanie's just got him by the face. She's like, just like squeezing his cheeks, and Dalman's like, yeah, I can yeah.
I inspect the panther and try to see what his deal is.
Eddie, it's not like the cow from Baldur's Gate.
Make an investigation.
Something about this guy.
You're trying. Give me a nature check.
Okay, where is nature?
You about to get natured.
5. I
5.
hate myself.
Seems like a panther.
Looks like a panther. Smells like a panther. Oh, smells like a panther.
Who are you? I like check for magic on him.
Make an Arcana check.
I'm just BSing my way to victory. 19. Let's
19?
go. He's a dragon.
He's not a dragon, but there is a form of magic currently encasing him.
Selena.
Yeah, and so you can see she's like realized you've inspected him. She's like, don't get mad, and she like waves her hand, and you watch as George's form grows, and suddenly he's got tentacles out of his back. He has. Hold on, I gotta look at this.
I know exactly what this thing is.
Oh!
Are you kidding me? As soon as I heard tentacles, I really do. I don't remember what it's called, but I know what this thing is.
Hold on. It's got an extra set of legs, 2 tentacles, and it is quite larger than a panther. Yeah. Do you know what this is? Like, do you think Austin would know what this is?
I know what this is.
Does Austin, though?
I mean, is this creature considered a monstrosity?
Let me click on it. Yep, it is considered a monstrosity.
No, he's domestic. No, I'm just kidding.
Probably, yeah.
Then, yes. This is a displacer beast.
Oh no.
They aren't easily domesticated by any stretch of the imagination, and they typically lean towards the evil side. The fact that this one is so pleasant is a blessing. And Alina's like, look, I found him when he was a
I
kitten.
knew my trust issues from Oma would come up soon.
I've raised him since he was a kitten. He's a perfectly good boy. He played with the dogs, so he's a little, off, but he doesn't hurt people.
Off? He's got tentacles coming out of his back.
Yeah, but he,
I'm speechless. I want to tell you, I'm speechless, dog. Like, what the fuck?
But you see Dalman now.
Somebody get him to a cell.
Melanie is still like loving on him, even though he's gained like 2 sizes, and she's like, "I'll take him, and she grabs on his tentacles and leads him over to the cells.
Thank you, Melanie. You even understand the amount of danger that you put everybody in this town in.
He's a good boy. You can see she's like fighting.
My dog would never hurt anybody.
He doesn't bite. He doesn't attack. He just likes to eat. He eats a lot. That's why he's so big.
You even know what that thing is called.
She's like, yeah, it's a displacer beast. I've had him since.
Yeah, it's gonna displace our souls into the next realm.
Wait, do you even know what a displacer beast is, Heron?
No, I just know it's bigger and scarier.
I like that. That's perfect. He doesn't know what it is. It's just big and scary.
Alright, Logan, correct me if I'm wrong,
Yes.
but they use, like, magic to, like make illusions of themselves that attack
Yes,
people?
they
right?
have displacement. It's a magical illusion. It looks like there are 2 of them. No, I'm sorry. It looks like it's slightly off-centered. Like, if you're looking straight at it, it looks like it's to your right. So if you were to attack it, you would roll with disadvantage. Just out
It's like a blur spell, right?
kind of, yeah.
Eddie, you've seen the D&D movie, right, Eddie?
I watched, like, the first 30 minutes, but I
Oh,
know...
the Displacer Beast is in the movie, yeah.
It's been around forever, but yeah, it does use magic.
If I'm correct, you can actually use their hide to make
Yes,
a cloak.
their hides, if used properly, takes it's not easy. It would take a powerful artificer, wizard, such like that, but you can form it into a cloak of displacement. So it's what my character has in your campaign.
Yeah. My favorite. It's one of my
Oh, it's
top
great.
5 magic items.
It ruined a campaign for me though. I gave it to my players, and then I never hit him again. But enough of that. Melanie leads it over to the cell, and she lets him in, and she locks it, and she goes, "I will personally make sure that George here is taken care of." As she reaches in her pocket, pulls out what looks like a bit of bread, and tosses it to him, and he grabs it and just ravenously eats it.
I'm
Thank
not
you,
even saying
Melanie.
anything anymore. I'm just literally staring at, like bullets at fucking the halfling.
She's like, "I'm sorry, I don't know what I couldn't leave him in the. He can't fend for himself. He's
We'll
just a-"
talk about this later.
And for himself.
You have
Do
somewhere
you
to.
see how big that damn thing is?
He's a sweetheart, and you can see she's like on the verge of tears.
All right, everyone, calm down. We have a job to do. A little bit of professionalism never hurt anyone. Talk about this on the way.
Yes, of course, we should get down to business. And it's like wipes her eyes and heads outside. As Dahlman is just standing there, sword half drawn, just like, what the hell's going on?
What the hell is going on?
Yeah. But you guys exit. I'll say through all of this, it took you an hour to get the weapon started. So it's like 11, just a little bit before noon. So if you leave now, you'd get to the forest in about 1 o'clock.
When does night come in this?
It's a standard 12-hour cycle.
Okay, but like, what time does the sun set?
Oh, probably around 6 and 7, like between there. Not an exact hour, but like 6:45, 6:30.
Okay, yeah.
But it shares the same 12-hour cycle as Earth. In 12 hours of night, 12 hours a day. Blah, 12 hours.
Okay.
But
yeah, let's get to it. And I guess unless anybody has any objections, we'll probably go back and rent our horses again.
she's like, of course. And as you head over to the horses, technically you still have them rented. Like you just pick them up. Because you paid the down payment, and oh fuck, how much was it? I said, and then I've already forgotten.
It was like 23 gold, I think.
No, for the down payment, I'm trying to think of how
I
much it
could
was.
very much be wrong.
I'll say, I can't remember, and I didn't write it down like an idiot. I'll say you already paid the down payment, that's for sure. But monthly, daily, I'll say 5 silver. Like the down payment is just in case the horse gets injured or lost, and then the I keep saying monthly. The daily payment is just just to help cover things. But it's 5 silver, and they give you the same 2 horses you got last time.
Hello, Twilight Sparkle.
But you guys get your horses, and you start. You can't ride them full speed in the town, obviously. But as you're exiting the gates, you do see there are a couple traders at the gates being, searched and being let into the town.
You said traders. I immediately wanted to just scream like Kylo Ren.
No, traders. TRADE.
I know, but as soon as I heard it,
I get it.
Trader!
Yes.
Can I make like a check on them? Just to, like, I don't know if I recognize any of them.
Yeah. Give me perception check.
Okay. Natural 1!
They look like they're selling stuff.
I'll keep my eye on you.
All right. So you guys start the journey back to the forest. It takes, like I said, on horseback. On foot, it's 2 hours. On a horseback, it's like 45 minutes at full gallop. But you guys hit the edge of the forest, and again, no bird sounds. It's still, the gore of dinosaurs that have been eviscerated. The ones that have died are just kind of still laying about with flies buzzing around them. And now you do notice, having seen what the parasites look like, you do see the parasites like worming around in the gore. The strange, like almost like maggot-like, like they look like maggots, except they're like almost like 6 inches long, and their mouths are just full.
Oh, these things are like 6 inches
Yeah,
long.
they're big.
Oh God.
Yeah, they are not tiny.
Oh my god. I mean, that's pretty average though.
They're bigger to you, Heron, because you're a tiny little kobold. But,
Wait,
what?
inches? You said inches, right?
Yeah, 6 inches.
Not feet?
No, it's not 6 feet long.
I was
Joking.
gonna say, oh, okay. Oh, okay. Whew. I was gonna say, there's no way I'm getting outside by a worm. If that's the case,
No, it's
My
just,
God.
they're big. But you do see them writhing around. They aren't eating the flesh. They almost look like they're just floundering, like they don't have a purpose. But I mean, you can inspect them if you'd like.
Still on our horses, or
Yeah, you can take the horses into the forest, but they're very skittish. Like you'd have to make animal handling checks
I'll poke that bitch with a stick.
oh, I'd rather.
to keep them from
Yeah,
like
that-
bucking you
that's-
off.
Well, I have some leeches, right? I have some of them.
Yeah, you had some.
Like in my.
You have them in like I think
On-
you put them in like a. Did you put them in a satchel or like a bag or did you put
I
them
put them
in
in like a bag.
yeah.
Yeah. Whatever the equivalent to a plastic bag
Yeah.
is.
They're
Who's
still-
scratching
yeah,
themselves?
Not me. They are still alive in your bag, but they are just kind of like moving. They're not moving as aggressively as when you first took them out of the Triceratops.
Hmm. Hey, does anybody have some? Can I? Does anybody have like a little bit of meat on them?
You see, Alina goes, well, and she pulls out she reaches into her pack and pulls out a turkey leg, and she goes, I was saving this, just in case George
Of
got
course.
hungry.
Can I see that?
She goes, of course, and she tosses it to you.
Okay. I'm just gonna start tearing little pieces out of it and then putting it in the bag.
All right. As you do this, the parasites do not go after it. They do not even seem to notice it exists. But whenever you get your fingers close to the bag, they start to squirm more aggressively.
All right. I'm wearing thick leather gloves. All right.
Yeah.
I want everybody to know this. I'm going to put my finger. Actually, how big do their teeth look?
They're 6 inches long. Their teeth are like maybe a quarter of an inch. And their mouth is
So I
just
think
full of
that'll
them. Like
pierce
it
my
almost
glove?
looks like... No, you get the idea that even if they tried, they could not bite through the glove.
Okay, I'm just gonna put my finger in and see what happens.
They all latch onto the glove, and you can feel them trying to get to your finger.
Hmm. Interesting.
Give me
So,
give me a straight
living
intelligence
meat
check.
is-
Yeah,
yeah.
give me a straight intelligence check, and I'll see if maybe I can give you some more information.
18.
18.
I'm a genius.
Yeah, so you properly surmise that they go for living flesh. And the reason they don't,
All right.
you don't know why they don't go for dead flesh. They don't seem to be eating anything. They just seem to be, with an 18, you kind of get the vibe that they live short lives to kind of, what's the word? Kind of control. That's what they're after. Like, you get the idea that they look to control living things. It's almost not a natural thing.
Venom.
No, kind of like
No, like when.
those parasites that like get into ants and make the ants climb up the leaves, and then they wait for bigger prey to get them.
Yeah. See?
Oh, like that. There's like a type of bug that will like control a insect's mind and
Yeah.
makes it guard its egg, so
Oh,
that and then the egg hatches and then they eat them.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. It's less they're looking for food and more they're looking for something to control. Why they're controlling them, you don't know. But that's what you get. And you get also, since, well, you're not really magically inclined as a gunslinger, right? Like you're,
I had to start calling
I
my
knew my
kids that.
fair share of magic people.
so I'll say with an
I'm not
18,
proficient.
yeah, you're not
Arcana,
proficient.
but-
With an 18, you get a slight sense that it's not natural what they're doing, and it might lean more towards the arcane.
Alright, get them off my glove and
Yeah.
close the bag.
As you pull them out, they've bitten into the glove. It's thick enough that they can't get through it, but they are trying their hardest.
We'll have to test this out further later. I'll put it in my bag and I guess continue riding.
All right.
Oh, actually, I'm gonna go over by Heron's horse, pick up
Oh.
our little druid halfling off his horse, and put it onto my horse.
Okay.
Get a little bit of distance from Heron, at a earshot, I guess, and be like, "Oh, read anything interesting lately?"
She's like, well, I've been reading a book on the nature of dinosaurs, since that's what my circle sent me here to do. And she like rummages in her pack, and she pulls out a small leather-bound book, and on it is emblazoned what looks like an open Tyrannosaurus's mouth, kind of just sitting there. Give me an intelligence check real quick, just to see if you recognize the book, because you are asking.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. This is a work of fiction written some time ago, and you've seen it. Like, ever since you moved to Psyche, you've kind of gotten a little bit of information on dinosaurs just out of the cursory glance, and you know this book is mostly a work of fiction with misinformation and just designed to tell a story. And you recognize it with a natural 20 easily.
Uh-huh. Right.
And she goes, it's a great
I meant
book.
so
Read
you-
it."
Read anything you may have not been supposed to be reading?
She's like,
Forbidden texts.
she goes, I don't know. No, I'm
Adventurers' journals?
make a persuasion check.
God. Can I do intimidation instead?
Yeah, I'll allow that. You're kind of like leaning on her to give the information.
Ooh, natural 1.
Natural 1. She's like, nope, just read my book. And you can see.
I have my.
Yes.
I was gonna say, can I just have my bookmark back? I know you took it.
She's like, oh shit. Yeah. And she like reaches in and she pulls. It's like a little crumpled, and she hands it to you. She goes, I didn't mean to pry.
I'm gonna grab her hand and be. I'm gonna grab her hand and say, "Listen, you have been very annoying ever since we met you. Either you tell me what you saw in my book, or I leave you here for the dinosaurs to feast upon. Your choice."
Okay, give me another intimidation check with advantage, because you're threatening her very, very harshly.
What? 8. I got an 8.
Is it total 8?
Yes.
Yes. She goes, I got a little curious. I read a little bit. I know where you come from, but I can feel your pain. And she kind of holds up her hand, and you see something you didn't notice before. On her wrist are scars from handcuffs, or not handcuffs, shackles. And you can see, and you can tell that they must have been on for a long time to leave that kind of scarring.
I'm just gonna shut up and just continue writing.
All right. Hold on. I'm going to. Yeah, I'll tell you that later. But you guys keep writing. Both of you give me animal handling checks as you get closer to the water source, and the horses kind of get a little skittish.
All right, animal handling. Consider that animal handled. 15. Dang!
You automatically fail, Pat, because you made that joke. No.
Uh-oh. I was like, bro, 15 doesn't win. Oh, he's being an
15,
ass.
and
Okay.
what'd you get, Austin?
24.
24? Yeah. You guys are fine. The horses are skittish, but they've grown accustomed to you, so they kind of trust that you know what's best. And as you push past the forest into the large lake clearing, Alina goes, we should leave. Well, I don't know if we can leave the horses here, but it might be dangerous to take them up the mountain. And she kind of like looks, almost like looking for your advice. Like she herself does not know what to do.
Well, we leave the. We can leave the horses in the dangerous woods filled with feral dinosaurs that seem to simply want to eat living meat, or we can take them up a mountain.
Now that you say that, I think we should take him up the mountain.
What do you think, Aaron?
Rocks. I think we should take them across. Yep, mountain with us.
All right.
Mountain it is.
So, both of you make perception checks for me.
I'm about to perceive all types of things. Yeah, that's a natural one.
Ooh, that's a natural 20.
Natural 20.
Well,
Okay. Heron, you're kind of
I only
like...
lost because I'm short.
For a moment, Heron, you think you see a dragon in the sky, so you get distracted. Austin, as you guys are making your way along the side of the lake, up ahead where the river from the mountain that feeds into the lake, you see something in the middle of the river. Something unnatural, and you recognize it as what looks to be a pack. Like a backpack, just kind of like sitting in the middle of the river caught on some rocks.
Hmm. Okay.
Well, you only see that
He-
because of the natural 20, by the way.
Okay. Alina, do you have a spell that can, like a vine spell, like a grasping vine spell of
goes-
sorts?
She goes, "Give me 1 second, I'll check." And she pulls out her book as I slowly look through her spells. Oh. It's not looking good.
You tell me you brought it today. I know that's a spell that druids
yeah,
can learn.
it's a spell they can learn, but I'm looking through my spells that I have for her. She does not have it. So she's like, I can just, it's like a shallow river at the edge where you are. It's not like rapids. It's literally like a small, maybe 10-foot stream that barely can be called a river. But the pack is like in the center of it, and it'd be like up to like thigh height of water.
Do I see anything? Like animals, any people maybe?
With natural 20, everything seems copacetic. Like, you don't see anything waiting in the bush. You don't see any more dinosaurs. The water itself is kind of murky and bloodied because of all the corpses of the, plesiosaurs, giant crocodiles, other dinosaurs that seem to have wandered into it in some kind of state. So the lake itself is kind of like murky, but the stream is very clear. Like, because it's running water, it's almost crystal clear. Like, you can see the bottom.
Alright, I guess I'll go get it.
All right. As you wade through the water,
Unless
it is.
somebody else would like to.
Yeah, I mean, she'll do it. Alina will do it. She already volunteered.
No. What is Elena wearing?
Let me check.
Freak.
She is wearing leather armor.
But I guess I'm asking like the clothing.
She's got like, she came from the Juliet Sea, which is to the south. It's kind of a warmer climate, so she's dressed in leather armor, and then she's got standard like tan pants and what looks like an overcoat, but you get the idea that she probably doesn't have much in the way of warm clothes.
Yeah. I mean, I'm dressed in like. I don't think there's a single portion of my skin besides my head that's not covered. My body, so I'll go.
All right. As you wade into the water, give me a Constitution check because it is icy cold.
Fuck. Demon. My constitution isn't that good. 13.
13? You're fine. It's cold, but it's not unbearable. You're not like in the snow. You're not in the mountains. And the temperature around you is somewhat warmer. So you wade in, grab it, and it does appear to be a backpack that is somewhat full. And as you pull it to the side and onto the bank, and you kind of like spill it open, you see like little beakers and vials, some parchment that's been almost completely and utterly destroyed by the water, and then a small leather-bound journal, which seems like it may have avoided some of the water.
I'll open this bad boy.
Right? What languages do you speak?
I speak common, draconic, and giant.
It is in Draconic. So you know this. Basically, just to summarize it, it's a journal from a man named Gregor Hearn, who came from the Asturian Empire, the Dragon Empire to the north. He was sent here with his team to examine the glacier to see if there's any signs of previous signs of a previous civilization that may have been frozen over, because it's it's kind of like a. He basically explains that the valley itself is old, settlement wise. Like Psyche is kind of new, so he was sent there by the Asturian Empire to see if there was any remnants of previous Dragonborn in the area, so they could try and make a claim for the land. But it explains.
I hear in a little bit while reading.
But you get the idea that him and his team are heading to the top of the glacier to look for signs of dragons. See if that they previously lived here, or anything that could be like, hey, my people were here first, so technically we own this land. Stuff like that.
Sounds like exactly what Skyrim dealt with.
No, I don't think that's how civilization laws work here, but okay. Aaron.
Hmm?
Know anything about the Dragon Empire?
Heron,
It's go on.
give me a history check.
History check. That's a 15.
All right. With a 15, I'll just give you a quick. I'll read the whole page. Not the whole page, but I'll have like the Asturian Empire is a draconic empire ruled by dragons. It is 2000.
Straight up dragons.
Yeah, straight up dragons. The empire itself has been around for about 2,000 years. You do know that they consider themselves the superior race. Like any dragonborn, lizard folk, kobolds, half dragons, stuff like that are seen as kind of better. Like they're like, hey, if you're draconic or you worship dragons, we like you a little bit more. They are also known to be very territorial, and in the past maybe 100, 200 years, they've started leaving their land on missions of conquest and heading out and conquering other lands, claiming that they've ruled them since the beginning.
Kind of people.
But they're mostly dragonborn. You also know that they are very illicit in slave trade. Like, it's not a secret. They enslave people. And,
Okay, not my kind of people.
but what did you said you rolled an 18?
I rolled a 15.
15? That's all you know then.
I thought you meant, alright, you know too much.
No, I told, like, with a 15, that's what you would know on a cursory glance. You're not necessarily from there, but this is information that everybody in the area would know just because of how prolific the empire is. That's all you got.
I imagine you said all this aloud.
Yeah,
I guess so.
This is what you know. You can keep it to yourself if you'd like, or you can tell your companions. Okay.
Not sure.
Here, I'll roll for Alina, see if she knows anything. Yeah, she knows shit, because that's a natural one. But
I know Displacer Beast and Displacer Beast.
she's like, I know how to talk to trees and animals.
Trees don't like dragons.
But that's what you find in the satchel, and that's what Heron explains he knows about the Asturian Empire. And you also, both of you would know that the Empire is just north of the valley. Like, if you go south, it's to the Juliet Sea. North, you're into the main territories of the Asturian Empire. Like, they're neighbors.
We're going south, right?
You're going south.
Yeah, as soon... You notice, I'm sure everyone in the party would notice, as soon as slave trade gets mentioned, Austin just kind of gets a little uncomfortable.
He was a slave?
I don't know that.
You don't know that. Give me an insight check to see if you can even read his... Austin, are you trying to hide this, or are you going to be like, you're not paying attention, so you kind of come off as...
Yeah, Austin wouldn't pay attention. Like he's like, as soon as it's just it's like a very
A reaction.
big reaction.
So I'll say, since you're not trying to hide it, then you don't need to roll insight. You get immediately here, and you get the vibe that Austin is uncomfortable, and he's something, not necessarily triggered him, but something made him act a little weird for a split second. But that's what
Since
you
you know so much about Dragon Empire, I'll give him the book and
all right.
get him, of course.
Hold on. Hera, what languages do you speak?
I speak. I think I literally speak.
You speak Draconic. I just wanted to make sure that he
I
was
know.
gonna-
I know. I speak Draconic.
I was about to
I
say-
I
Exactly.
assumed he spoke Draconic. That would have been so funny if I gave him the book and he was like, "I can't read this."
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what I checked.
I can't read any of this.
But Alina's like,
It's funny. I only chose Draconic because Infernal wasn't an option.
really? They don't have Infernal anymore?
No, because you don't learn languages based
Oh.
on race.
It's by your background? Okay.
I think you have to have a certain background.
Okay.
No.
I'm still working out 2014 rules here. Like I've read through the new book,
Yeah.
but there's still a lot I have to learn. But so yeah, you gather all that. The Gregor Hearn, the archaeologist from the Historian Empire, was headed up the glacier to see if they could find any signs of draconic activity, something that would give them a claim to the valley. But,
If if everyone's good, then we can keep going.
All right. You guys start ascending the mountain. It's basically the way the valley works is there are smaller mountains leading up to the, like, they're not Everest height. They're like if you've ever been to like a national park outside of Florida and you've climbed like some of the mountains there, they're like they're not sheer. They're tall, but they're not like make a base camp, a couple days. It's like maybe a couple hours to get to the peak, and then if you want to go even higher, then it's a couple days. Like you'd have to plan an expedition. So it's like the valley, then the small mountains, then the large mountains. But it only takes both of you give me survival checks though, and I'll roll one for Alina as well.
All right, survival.
Good.
I got survival. I got 12.
I got an 11.
I'm
I got a rock.
I'm better.
Well, so Alina rolled the highest. So
You better. She's the truth.
yeah, she gets +8. Still, I rolled a 5.
Ah,
I also have +8.
I rolled a 5.
I have a +1, baby.
So, but she kind of got. It's not a hard. There's a path that you're following, but she kind of like every now and then like the path kind of breaks, and she hops down off the horse and like guides it across the rocks, carefully as to not injure the horse. And it slows you down a bit. Instead of it being like an hour and 30-minute climb, it turns into like a 2 hours and 30 minutes. But you hit a certain point, and in the distance you can see what looks like smoke rising up from next to the glacier.
Oh,
Yeah, but you can see the smoke.
like
It's coming.
campfire smoke or forest fire smoke?
Campfire smoke.
Okay.
Hold on. Can you hear that? Oh.
Are we supposed to hear it?
No, my parents are watching the football game and like a commercial came on. It's very loud. But
Yeah. All we hear is
Like,
fuck.
pretty much. But no. You see it's a smoke, it's a campfire fire, but it's like barely there. Like it's if you could look at it, it'd probably be close to the end of a campfire. Like it's dying.
Austin's just gonna start doing like hand signals that like it wouldn't know. Like still all this nonsense.
I'm just like I'm like sitting down and just my hand is on my chin.
But
It's got to be a human thing.
it'd be another like 10 minutes to get to
Not
the
a
fire.
human. I'm a tiefling.
Oh, it's got to be that kind of people thing.
Racist much, Pat?
That's crazy.
I don't
That
know.
is actually crazy.
Racist? Me? I couldn't care about any of y'all.
But the campfire is
Alright.
probably like another 10 minutes away. And you guys at this point have gotten to the glacier, and you've noticed kind of the glacier is kind of melting away, probably due to the weather change. And you do see, well, give me perception checks to see what you see, because I don't want to just give it to you.
I'm gonna proceed this. Okay, I gotta.
son of a
I
six.
you know, guys, hold on. Before we continue, you know the Vegeta pose
Yeah.
where he puts his thumb up and he gets immediately beat up afterwards.
Yes.
Every time I say, "Oh, I'm gonna perceive this," that's my Vegeta pose because I got a 3.
All right.
Not dealing with the average kobold anymore.
All right. So what'd you get for perceptions?
I got 3.
3?
That is 6.
A 6? There looks
Mhm.
like there are things in the ice, but you can't really tell. It's like it's clear.
Dang it.
It's not like
There's gonna be a dragon in that ice.
it's cloudy, but it's not clear. But there's enough that you can make out shapes. You just can't get any definition.
Gonna be some Godzilla type stuff. Okay. Do we want to leave the horses here? I mean, I doubt there's any dinosaurs up here.
Alina's like
Yeah,
that. Yeah, we could tie them off and continue up the mountain.
Well, you disagree with whatever. Let me see. I guess so. It probably would be the best safest option.
All right. So you guys
Probably
go.
stealth up to the campfire.
Okay. So I'll say you tie the horses off, and you're pretty confident they're not gonna run away. But give me stealth checks, all of you.
Well, they can if they wanted to. They're tied up.
Well, I got a 6.
I think I'm pretty good at stealth, wherever that is. +5. So
6 total
Maybe
pass.
17.
Yeah, I got a 6 total. Ugh.
What'd you get, Austin?
17.
17. Okay, and let me roll for Alina. Okay, that's
Thought it was a rogue, but it was me, Austin.
I would prefer somebody else.
As you guys are slowly creeping up the side of the mountain, you do hear noise, and it sounds like grunting and something trying to you hear grunting and slamming. And as you round the corner of the glacier, let me roll something real quick. Okay. So, Heron, as you get to the top of the glacier,
Oh,
not the
God.
glacier, I'm sorry, as you get to the corner of the glacier where it's kind of melted away, you slip, scream, and fall backwards making noise. And you all hear the grunting stop.
Oh, fuck. We know. Can we see what the cause of the grunting is?
Give me a perception check as you peek
What?
around the corner trying to be stealthy.
We'll be grunting around these parts.
Ooh, that's an 11.
11. You peek around the corner, and immediately you see the ice has been melted away much more substantially here. And you see before you what looks like the skeleton of a dragon partially encased in the ice. But directly behind it, still somewhat frozen in the ice, is a hill giant. And it has currently got its club and it is trying to break the ice beneath it.
Oh, dragons.
And you also see the bodies of some dragonborns scattered about and the signs of a battle.
Are they all
Do
dead?
I see this stuff?
What was your perception check?
I didn't make one.
Make a
I was too
perception.
busy screaming.
Yeah. So I'll say you Austin can relay this to you, but you all do know the slamming had stopped, and Austin, you did see the giant was kind of like peeking in your direction. But it is encased in ice, like its lower half is.
Down.
I got an 18 in my
What do I know about
perception.
little giants?
Make a nature check. And Heron with you said an 18?
Yep.
With an 18, you see that the campfire is in the center of the dragon, and you see tents and cots, and you see all the corpses there. However, you do see that there is what appears to be a still living dragonborn leaning against the ice, maybe 20 feet away from the giant. They are breathing, but they look hurt.
And
That's really my nature.
I'm just gonna run out there.
Okay, and what'd you get, Austin?
I got a 12. Not that it matters since we're gonna fight him anyways.
Yeah, so you're like, wait a second, I know and then Heron bursts by you running towards the Dragonborn. I need you all to roll initiative.
Oh boy.
Gonna roll.
Alright, so the hill giant is still stuck in the ice, right?
Yeah.
Natural 20.
Oh,
26.
21.
you all rolled really high.
Get out of my way.
Even
I'm
Alina.
26.
Austin, you're up first. As the hill giant sees
I
you
know.
and reaches for a rock next to it, but you three get the jump on it.
Alright. He reaches for a rock.
Yep.
I reach for a paper.
Reach for this guy. Let's see. Wait, did I long rest? Apparently
Yeah.
not.
If you didn't,
You
can
did it?
If you didn't, you can press it now. It doesn't matter
Yeah,
because it's not like you
I
cast
thought
a
I
spell or anything.
did
You're
it,
fine.
but
Yeah, you're fine.
Glad you messed with me.
Sometimes it seems like it goes through because with Alina I had to do it twice because I'd press it and then for some reason it's like, oh, you didn't long rest.
Look who's struggling with a long rest now.
As Heron bursts forward, running towards the Dragonborn.
well, first off, I'm gonna do a disarming shot.
Oh, to make it drop the rock.
Yeah,
All right.
but question: Do I still use the grip point if I don't hit them?
I'm not completely familiar
not
with
sure.
gunslingers. Let me do a quick search to see if the
I know
internet
paladins
and-
don't use their
and grip. Is it grit
bow
or grit?
slots.
Grit or grip?
Grit,
Grit.
grit, GRIT. Yeah, are you learning trick shots?
It says typically does not use grit points if they miss an attack. So you can use it if
Yeah,
you
I'm
don't.
just gonna. So I'm gonna fire with my revolver. The 25 hit.
That'll hit, yes. And
Okay.
what's the save I have to make to see if it holds the rock?
I think it's a strength saving throw. DC 17. Or drop one held object.
DC 17 strength. Here we go. That's a natural 20 plus
It's a whole
5.
giant sword. Okay, well,
25 total.
I'll just roll my damage then if you
I was
want.
gonna just roll damage.
That's it. Natural 20 plus 5.
And damage.
Well, go fuck yourself.
All right, so you
Actually-
fire.
I'm gonna.
Yes.
No, hold on. I'm gonna re-roll the one because I have Piercer, and I'm doing this correctly this time.
Okay.
You know, Chad.
That's a 2. So that's changed to an 11. 11 piercing damage.
All right, so you fire, aiming to make it drop the rock. It hits the thumb, but the giant, you see it grunt, but it holds onto the boulder and raises it above its head. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I'll do it again.
Okay.
Want to see me do it again?
21.
21.
So I gotta
Strength
roll-
saving throw.
Make that shit now.
Natural 19.
Okay, this isn't working. I'm
So
gonna
you
roll my
fire
damage.
Again. You fire again. Hits the same hand. You can see it's in pain, but it won't let go. 14 damage total.
14 piercing damage.
All right. Anything else you'd like to do?
Bonus action, another revolver shot. It's a 13 hit.
13 will just hit.
All right, so we know what its arm class is.
Okay. And 13 points of piercing damage.
All right.
I'm about to do nothing against this guy, bro. What
Now-
the?
if you want, you are technically in cover because you're around the side of the glacier. So with your movement, you can peek out, fire, and then peek back in. Is that what you'd like to do?
Yes.
All right. Heron, you're up.
All right.
I'll say.
Where am I? Because I ran towards the dragon.
I'll say you got 30 movement in, and the opening where you are in the glacier is about 60 feet. So if you run again, you could get to the Dragonborn. But no matter where you are, you would be in sight of the giant.
Okay, so I gotta focus on killing this thing first. Okay. Let me see here. Time to do my expertise in reading. For my action, I'm going to create an Eldritch Cannon.
Okay.
Because I can do this now. Alright. Poof. How far away is the giant from me?
It's about another 60 feet.
Damn.
No, I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's like in the dead center, so it's like 30 feet.
Damn. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Now I gotta read this Eldritch Cannon shit.
No, you can read things before your turn. Right?
I should have been doing
He's
this.
got a
Yeah,
point,
should.
Heron.
I was focused on the action. It's just not telling me how far it can go.
It should have range. I'll look to see if I can assist you. Great Eldritch Cannon.
When I'm looking at it, it's this Eldritch Cannon. It doesn't do shit to far people.
Hold on. That's detonated Eldritch Cannon.
I think Eldritch Cannon can only hit things 15 range away from me, dog.
Well, hold on. If you look, you have
that-
Force Ballista, Protector. So Force Ballista is 5 feet away from the cannon. Cannon can walk
Yeah.
and climb up to 15 feet as part of the bonus action. Oh, my voice went out.
Anyway, this video is sponsored by no one.
No one. I ain't got a spot.
Raid Shadow Legends.
I'll take a sponsor.
The
but I ain't got no sponsoring.
No, we are not sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
You wouldn't be able to get it in range with the ballista.
No, I wouldn't. Can people attack the ballista?
Hold on, you might be able to. It's 120 range for the Force Ballista.
Oh, I see.
If you click on it, it's saying
Yeah, I see it now.
pushing
Okay,
the
make
target.
range.
That's not targeting the creature; it's pushing the target 5 feet away from you.
Yeah, originating from the cannon, at least one creature or its object within 120 feet. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you're good. So go ahead, you can do that.
Let this guy play Artificer.
Me. I did. Alright, 3d8 force damage. Okay.
Did you roll to hit yet?
I did not. It's not giving me an option to hit. Literally. Yeah, help me out here, because it's not giving me an option. It just says current
Saying
50.
it's a range, bro.
If you click it, it tells you.
Hold on. To hit +7.
Yeah, so you roll +7.
So D10, D20 +7.
D20 +7. Yep.
Okay.
Thanks.
Roll. +7. Fuck. Okay, that's 16.
That'll hit.
All right, time to roll damage, I guess. 3d8. I'm so not used to like rolling custom dice, so
The Artificer is still it's a little out there.
3d8. So I have to roll 3 d8s. Is that
Yeah,
right?
if you go into the bottom left corner, you can click on that,
Yeah.
and then
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, click on it. How many ever times you need it?
Okay, so is it plus? Yeah, okay. Here we go. +3. That would get. That is 18 damage.
All right, so you conjure forth the little ballista as it hits the ground, aims, and fires. Now, it also moves it away 5 feet. What's the saving throw for that, though?
Gotta do more fucking reading.
Let's
All right,
see.
the saving throw. Where is saving? Oh, if it's forced to check, makes it treat all its ability scores as 10.
Oh, it just says it's pushed. There's no saving throw.
Oh, gee, get pushed, nerd.
So you push it back 5 feet, and the force
Isn't
of
he
his...
in a glacier though?
I was gonna say it breaks the glacier below him, freeing him from his prison.
Oh. I just imagine my guy turns around like smiling, like nincompoop.
Probably wondering how we got here.
All right, so now do I have to take away hit points from the cannon or no?
I don't think so.
Okay, so it's
No,
okay. I see.
Yeah, it has its own health, and only when it takes damage does it take health points away.
Okay. I got.
Anything else you'd like to do? Movement.
Um,
Use your movement. Use your action. Use your bonus action. So
Here are my other actions. Here we go.
What do you use all your actions?
yeah, you use them all. You only get one action and one bonus action unless you're like
Yeah.
a fighter. Yeah, you have one attack which you use to create the Eldritch Cannon. And then you
Alright,
use
hold
your
on.
bonus action and use your movement. So you'd have your reaction, but that's you could cast.
All right, I got a plan for whenever it's not my turn again. All right,
Okay.
I think that's the end of my turn.
All right. So up next is Alina, who I have to open her sheet up because I'm a fool and I did not have it open. She is gonna peek around and fire off. No, not that.
I'm so sorry, artificial mains out there.
A disgrace.
I was in their shoes once. All right.
You mean they were in your shoes once?
Oh,
She's
No,
gonna cast.
um,
She's gonna cast sleep on the giant. So let me. Oh my goodness. I gotta cast that first. So
it's sleep, nerd.
sleep.
It's either going to go horribly wrong or it's going to be the most goated play ever.
I gotta cast. I'm gonna have her cast it at first level because it doesn't change. So cast at first level. It needs.
Then you got to roll more hit point, more
No,
dice,
it's different in the new version. It just says each creature of your choice in a 5-foot radius sphere centered on a point within range must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw or have the incapacitated condition until the end of its next turn. Yeah, and the spell, if he takes damage or someone within 5 feet of it takes an action to shake it out of its spell effects. So it isn't like it used to be, where you just roll a bunch of dice and then those creatures. It's just a Wisdom saving throw now.
Okay. Which is way better.
Yeah, it fails. So it is now.
Yes.
It is now asleep. Let me
Oh yay!
notes. All right. I gotta delete those. So yeah, it's asleep.
How long does it sleep for?
It sleeps until the end of its next turn when it gets another saving throw, and then if it fails that, then it's unconscious. And then, if I recall, I'll read the spell again. Hold on. The spell ends on a target if it takes damage or someone within 5 feet of it takes an action to shake it out of the spell's effect. And then only elves or creatures immune to exhaustion conditionally succeed on the spell. So it fails. It's asleep. Alina pulls back and goes, I think I did a good job. And yeah, that's the end of her turn. It's now the Hill Giant's turn. He's going to try and make the save. He fails. He is now unconscious.
Aha!
So yeah, he now doesn't get the saving throw anymore. So he's unconscious until you do damage to him or wake him up.
All right,
So I'm gonna
Eddie,
say,
you gotta make sure
Everybody-
you gotta make sure this is your finest shot.
so it's back up to
Hold
Austin's
on.
turn. As the giant, like, you see it break free, it's like, ha-ha! And then it falls unconscious.
Oh,
Falls face forward into the ice.
Well, it's unconscious, right?
It's unconscious, yeah. So unless you do
So-
damage to it or wake it up, it's out. Well, hold on.
Are we out of initiative?
You are technically out of initiative. I will keep the initiative order just in case something changes. So you guys will. You don't have to roll again, but at this point you're out of initiative. So if we went back into it, it'd go back right into where we left off.
Okay.
But you're out of initiative.
How long does this sleep spell last?
She's like a minute.
A minute.
Okay. Everybody, do it and let's jump this thing. Okay.
So you're gonna surround it and just attack.
Dude, when you said
What's the
this thing was
Dragonborn doing?
asleep, I was literally like, "Oh man, bed." We have like, at least like 20 minutes.
No, it's,
Oh,
it's
just a minute.
It's as long as the spell lasts. That's what it says. I believe in the old edition,
Okay.
in the old rule, it was different. But now, because they made it a wisdom saving throw, it's different. Which I didn't
Let's just gather around this thing and mess it up.
know. I'll say all three of you can get one free attack before it wakes up. We'll start with the top. Austin, what are you doing?
Can I just take my musket to its head and just try to blow its brains out?
Yeah. With the 25, you will hit.
There is no honor.
So you put your musket right up to the side of its head as it's sleeping there snoring.
Wait, I didn't roll the hit. Yeah,
You didn't? It said 25.
I mean, he's a still target, correct?
Yeah, you have advantage. I'm sorry, you do have advantage.
Okay.
Because
No, you just don't hit the still target.
it's incapacitated and unconscious, so it's advantage.
Natural 20, baby.
That'll
23.
do it, yeah. Roll damage. You might finish it off here.
How much damage do you take it? And tell me how much damage you'll do.
I get 1d12 plus 5.
So tell me the total.
Let's just re-roll that 3. I re-roll the... So he takes... Hey! 12 plus 5. That's 17 piercing damage.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Did you double
I-
it?
I'm
'Cause it's a natural
Double
20.
it.
It's a natural 20, so you double the... You either
No,
double...
I was hoping for a natural 20.
Oh, okay, so it's 17 total.
Hold on, huh? Can I react to that?
What
The
was
spell?
that do?
I'm gonna use Flash of Genius.
Oh, okay.
When you and another creature within 30 feet of you makes an ability check or a saving throw, you can use a reaction to add +3 to the roll.
Ability check.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
never
it's
mind.
not-
I don't
yeah.
use that. Then.
It's not... It's something that...
What's an ability check?
That's like if you're rolling for...
Like
Go ahead.
intimidation,
Yeah.
insight,
Oh my god,
like
this,
the,
is use-
like your skills.
this is useless for other people.
No, it's good, and it's a reaction, so you can do it.
That's really good.
Is it?
Yeah, that's great. It's not.
I'm coming from a
+3?
barbarian term.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not too combat heavy, but it's pretty good.
It's like guidance.
Yeah. So 17
It's really
total
good.
damage.
Yep.
Okay. You two actions.
Just right to its skull.
Yeah. You have 2 actions, so you can go again, can't you?
Yeah. So I'm gonna put my musket back on my back and just take my revolvers and unload into its face.
Okay. Make your attack roll
Alright.
with advantage because it is unconscious and incapacitated.
God dang. 14.
That'll hit. I'm yawning. Sorry.
I feel like no matter what happens, he's dead here.
18 piercing.
Okay, so you take your musket, you blow off the side of its head as it like you see it like trying to wake up, but it's not there yet. You then shoulder the musket. I'm sorry. You backpack the musket, grab your revolver. Same spot. You fire. You see a chunk of skull go flying. It is definitely bloodied, but it's still there.
Is that a bonus action?
Yep, you have bonus action.
Revolver.
Make your attack roll. That'll hit.
Natural 20.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. Roll damage and double. Well, you can either double the damage.
33, and then I get to roll an additional damage dice because of piercing. Right?
Yep.
So yeah, so that's 26 points of piercing damage. Hello?
Say again. I'm sorry. I'm trying to. I can hear my parents. I'm trying to.
That's 26 points of piercing damage.
26. Yeah. You kill him. He is dead. He is incapacitated and dead.
Oh!
You think?
So you take the other. Oh, hold on. You take the other revolver and just blow its head clean off.
Oh! God, I missed this. Okay.
It is now dead. I gotta see how much experience you get for that.
I had an action surge ready, so he was dying right there
Yeah.
and then, no matter what.
Hold on, I'm trying to see how much XP you get. Oh, that's the wrong. That's definitely not right. Now, I will say this now.
Oh, Austin, or not Austin.
Alina is not getting any XP from this.
Hmm.
Because she is considered a follower. So.
Okay.
Ooh, not that much. Okay. So that fight is over. So you blow its head off. You see the gurgling blood spouting from its neck wound as it just lays there dead. You are now out of initiative. What would you guys like to do?
Aaron and Alina just watched me absolutely just load into this thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good job, team.
Where's that dragonborn?
He is on the other side where you guys were on the left side. It is on the right towards the peak of the mountain.
What was the guy's name from the book again?
Oh, Greg. Hold on.
It was somebody.
I want to make sure I get this right. His name was Gregor Hearn.
That's who owned it?
That was it was signed
Sure.
when you opened it. The first page said belonging to Gregor Hearn.
Hey, are you Gregor?
You're yelling at the Dragonborn.
Yes.
You see, he was asleep or unconscious when you shouted, but when you shout, you see his eyes flutter open. He looks around. And he goes, "Who are you?" And he looks visibly dazed.
Didn't answer the question.
I am the creature that flaps in the night.
Shut
Never
up.
mind. You're not too tired for this. Where you know what? Where are you actually first before we do anything?
He's like, my name's Artemis, and you can see he's out of it. His eyes are glazed over. He's barely functioning. He rolled high enough to get out of whatever's happening to him, but he is barely hanging on.
I'm gonna give him a healing potion.
Okay, you kind of have to force it in his hand. He takes it very confused, takes it and starts chugging it. And then he vomits it all back up and he starts coughing and hacking. He's like, "Oh gods, no." And then you watch as something beneath his armor starts to squirm and writhe below his clothing.
Oh.
Oh, son of a! I'm just gonna start shooting.
Well, hold on. And as this is happening, you hear Alina scream, and as you look over, you see the giant's body is also writhing and squirming. Roll initiative.
Oh my brother. 19.
27.
Damn,
Damn, you guys are... Oh, even Alina got a good one.
bro. We got it, Eddie. What a fight.
All right.
I gotta. So, Patrick, I gotta add my proficiency bonus to my initiative.
Yeah, damn.
So, Austin, you're up first as this dragonborn is clutching at his chest as something is trying to burrow its way out of him.
I'm gonna start unloading into his chest. Revolver.
Make attack rolls.
Do I get advantage because he's prone? Or something?
Yeah, I'll say you get advantage. because he's tech. Well,
Okay.
you would have just standard advantage because you have advantage because he's prone. But if you're targeting whatever's in his chest, it technically has cover, so it'd be a straight roll.
Sharpshooter ignores cover.
Oh, then yeah, you're good.
26 to hit.
Yeah,
hit.
damn, brother.
Twelve piercing damage for the first.
12. Doot, doot, doot.
Hold on, I'm not fit. That's all I missed.
Well, I'm trying to take notes, like where, who's fighting what and stuff like that. Only I can spell Dragonborn. So you, I'm sorry. What did you rolled the first damage? What was the second one?
I haven't rolled the second damage
Oh.
yet.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Mhm.
That'll hit.
24.
Yep, those will hit.
Hey, 17 points of piercing
Alright.
damage.
So you just pull out your revolver and just smack the hammer and fire off 2 shots. As the Dragonborn screams, he falls limp, and from the chest, bursting forward, is this large white worm, similar to the ones you saw earlier, but much larger, with gnashing mouth of just toothy hell. As it bursts forward, and is that the end of your turn?
Bonus action.
Yep, bonus action. Go for it.
No.
Motherfucker!
I'm guessing I don't have advantage on this?
No, you don't have advantage.
Okay, well,
'Cause
that's an 11.
11. That'll miss, unfortunately.
Alright, well then action surge.
Okay.
I'm not done.
Alright, before you continue, I gotta go get something real quick. I'll be back.
Go ahead.
Just you wait, Logan. When I level up, I get 3 attacks.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. I have plans. I know what I'm throwing at you guys. But what was your action search? You get 2 more, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll roll them right now since
Yeah.
Patrick doesn't really need
It's
it.
gonna. He's at
25!
That'll hit.
$15 points of piercing damage.
Oh my. Okay. It's hurt. It's got giant chunks blown out of its disgusting white flesh, but it is still like it's trying to bite you, just waiting for its turn.
Again! 27 to hit!
That'll hit. It only had 1 hit point left, so it is now deceased.
See how I get this damage. Just for funsies.
Yeah, see what you get.
$18.
Yeah.
Points of piercing damage.
It is dead. Now, did you use both attacks on it?
Yeah.
Okay, do you have a does your action surge give you a second bonus action or no? Because you technically, if it does, you could aim at one of the other grubs. I will also look. It's only okay, so it's only actions. It only gives you actions. It does not give you bonus action. So you basically you fire into this worm, blowing it into chunks that just splatter against the ice, and some of them hit the corpse of the Dragonborn.
Hello?
Hello? Oh, I didn't realize you got disconnected. My bad.
My tabs crashed, I guess.
Okay, so you kill it. You use both actions on it, right? What, 2 shots?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah. So you
I unloaded a total of 5 shots into this thing.
okay, it is dead. You splattered against the ice.
Yeah, so I used 2 attacks with my main gun, or 4 attacks with my main gun and 1 with my bonus action gun.
Yep. All right, that it is dead though. However, it was going next, so it's out of the initiative. And now on to the one that's going to attack Alina. So I need to roll. Let's see. It hits. She takes. Okay. Where's the damage? She takes. This is very complicated. 6 damage on top of. On top of 7 damage. That's not too bad. But it bites into her. And as it does, well, it doesn't bite. It like lashes out with its tail and just hits her. And you watch as it hits her, these icy veins kind of like pop along her side, almost like a you know how leaves have how leaves have like kind of veins. It's kind of like that, but ice on her body as it hits Alina.
Oh no!
What the hell happened?
Well, Austin killed one. Now,
Okay.
Now one of them went. It is now Alina's turn.
All right.
What is she gonna do? She's gonna find from no.
We should have brought that damn displacer beast with us.
Why didn't y'all bring my goat George here?
Okay, she's gonna do call lightning
Oh
at
Okay,
third
forward.
level. So,
I was not familiar with your game.
so let's see. It's third level. She does 3d10 damage if they fail to save, which is Dex 16. Okay, good to know.
Dexterous is a worm.
I'll roll for him all at once. That's a natural 1.
Hmm.
So I'll roll the 3d10. Okay. So this one takes that. This one takes that. And this one takes that. Okay. So she shoves her hand into the air, and you watch as the clouds kind of get pulled down into a point above the giant's corpse where the worms are, and just start spiraling until a single bolt of lightning flies down and slams into all of them, dealing damage. And it's concentration, so she can do it again later.
Nice.
But that's the end of her turn. Heron, you're up.
I'm up. Okay. So, how many? He killed one of the worms, and I'm gonna guess the giant worms are still alive.
There
The other ones.
There are 3 around the giant's corpse that have burst out. The one that came out of the Dragonborn.
Oh, there's 3?
There's 4 total. There was 1 from the Dragonborn, 3 from the giant.
All right. How far away are these motherfuckers?
30 feet from you.
I hate this goddamn motherfucker.
Try to line him up, Patrick. I got something for him.
All right. Well. All right. I'm gonna have my Eldritch Cannon move 15 feet,
Okay.
and then in the same bonus action, I'm gonna use Eldritch Cannon Flamethrower.
Oh, okay. That's cool. That's cool.
All right. Let's see.
I just want to read myself.
You do that because I guarantee I'll probably miss something.
No, I trust you. Where is it?
The wrong decision, my friend. All right.
Flamethrower. There it is. Third level. It is. They have to make a Dex save of 15 or higher. Oh,
Yeah.
Drop my dice. No, where'd it go? Oh man. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Hold on. Ow. I got it. Dex save. They succeed.
They all succeed.
Let me check. I just need to read. Yep, they got a total of 18, so they succeed.
Damn. Okay.
So
Now how do I
let's
roll
see.
to hit this again?
Hold on.
D20. Because even though they succeed, I still do damage.
Yeah,
It's just half.
I think
take
you just
half.
roll damage.
It is 2d8 fire. For you, it's 3d8 because of your level.
Yeah.
So
So I gotta roll to hit first or no?
No, you don't roll to hit. It's just a saving
No.
throw. So they take half
Okay.
damage.
Okay. 3d8 was that is?
3d8.
Okay. So 18 That's like 9
Yeah,
damage.
it's 9. So the little cannon like walks up and just spews fire forward. Did they take any? No, they did not take any bonus damage from fire. So it does like a sweeping motion. The worms duck out of it and just out of the dangerous parts of it, but they are still standing.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
I.
what else you got?
That was only my bonus action.
Yeah.
Let's see. You know what?
Fireball!
What do you read my fucking mind. Fireball. I'm gonna use fireball.
So another
They have
dex
to make
save.
it's another dex save, 15 or higher.
That is a total of 12.
Oh yes! Fire! No, I'm just kidding.
So they take full damage.
All right.
Wait, Patrick, is your
Fire.
Eldritch Cannon in the fireball range?
Oh,
How
that's a very good question. How far did you move? You said you moved it 15 feet toward?
Oh yeah, it's in the fire range.
Yeah.
Shit. So
Well,
Hold on,
here's
hold
the
on.
I think
thing.
you have to make a dex save for you.
You have to make a dex save, or you can try and position. Because also you would hit Alina, because she's like right up against the corpse. She was investigating it before all this went south.
God damn it! Why are you guys so close? I have moves, but I just can't. Fuck.
You can
Okay.
if she takes the damage, you don't know. It's up to you.
I break a concentration too.
Nah, I won't use fireball. I will, however, use. You know what? Let's go for a different type of spell. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to cast a level. I'm gonna cast a level 3 Scorching Ray.
Okay, so I believe that's like 3. It's 3 rays. No, it might be more.
It's 4.
It's 4, so it's yeah.
Eddie knows more than me. I'm the DM. Scorching Ray. What level are you casting it at? 3rd?
Level 3, so yeah.
Yeah, so it is. Yep, 4 rays.
Alright, I'm gonna roll the hit.
Roll to hit. All 3 of them. Or 4 of them. Who are you targeting what? There's 3 left.
3 left.
There's 3 left. So you can do 2 on one and then 1 on the other 2. 1 on each. 2 on one and then 1 more. 2 on 1 and then 1, 2.
You can hurl them at one target or several.
Yeah, you can target all 4 on 1 if you'd like.
Let's. I'll focus 2 on the middle one, and then 1 and 1 on left and right.
All right, roll to hit.
I got 21.
That'll hit. So the one closest to Alina, I'll say. So you have to roll 4 times. So roll the 2 for this
Okay.
one first.
All
So
right.
the first one hits. What's the second one?
20.
That'll hit. So roll damage on those just to see if this worm is dead.
Okay.
You love me if I was a worm.
6.
Okay, it's still standing.
Okay. I'm just softening them up. So now I gotta roll for the other 2.
The other 2, yep, 1 to each.
22.
That'll hit.
Damn. I'm gonna roll damage for that, and then 5.
All right. And then for the
And
final
then for
one,
one more, 19.
that'll hit.
Rolling damage. Another 6.
All right, so you
Oh.
lash out with these rays as they slam
Whoosh,
into
ha!
and burn the flesh of these disgusting little grubs. But they are all still standing.
I think I've succeeded in softening them up.
So,
I have a question.
Yes.
So, when I kill like a certain like a considerable enemy or deal a killing blow to a significant threat, I get a grid point back. Did I get a grid point for killing the worm or no?
I'll say you got one for the giant. Because the worms, like, if you're
All
going
right.
off, the giant gave you one. Does it, like, specify?
And then I rolled a 20 on killing the giant, so
Yeah. So, yeah, you get.
I have all my points back.
Yeah, you're fine. Alright, it is now the worm's turn. What will it do?
No, I would not love you if you were one. Especially one that's 6.
You'll watch.
How big are these worms?
They are medium, so pretty big. For a
Okay,
worm.
so I would not love you if you were a worm.
They're gonna dive into the snow and disappear.
What?
Yuck, dude. Fucking yuck.
So they burrow and vanish.
Bro, these aren't worms. They're fucking tremors.
Austin, it is your turn.
Okay.
If you'd like to see where they are,
So-
you'd have to give me a not dexterity, I'm sorry. A
Perception check.
perception check, yes, thank you. And they will roll against it.
Can I do the same?
Yes, on your turn.
Natural 20 on perception.
So all two worms. One of them was still visible. The other two burrowed. There's one that is still technically visible. The one you've been focusing on is still alive. But I'll say the perception, if you'd like, is a free action because I made the mistake of not telling you about the third worm.
So sorry, I wasn't familiar with your game.
But you do see the other two worms are burrowing towards the both of you. But the third one is still at the corpse.
If I were to throw a bomb at the burrowing worms, would that affect them underneath the ground?
Yeah, it's just snow. It's not like hard rock. It's
Oh.
really like a pack of snow.
Okay.
Just deep
Then
enough
fuck
that
it,
they
we
can
ball.
vanish. Yeah.
I'm gonna throw a bomb at them.
Okay. So you could either target.
Are you, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't say this joke.
Are you targeting the two coming towards you, or are you trying to get the one who's still
coming
the corpse?
towards me.
Okay, so those two. So what is the saving throw I need to make?
So a DC 12 dex save.
Oh boy. That's
Big
a
number.
17 total.
For both of them?
Oh, I'll roll for both. I usually roll one, but the other one got a 13 total.
Alright, well they save.
They take half damage?
Or take 3d6? No, they don't. They just don't take damage, I guess.
Oh. Are you sure?
These things suck. Why did I buy these?
I like the idea that you throw it, it blows up and does nothing, and you're just like shouting to the heavens, why did I buy these?
Why?
Actually, I probably made them, honestly. But I suck as
No
a
wonder they
Okay.
suck.
Alright, fine. Revolver then.
All right,
That
so
counts as an attack action, right? To throw?
it's one action, yes.
It's not.
Oh,
does
sorry, it is an
do
attack.
I still get an attack?
Yeah, you
action?
get.
Eddie's just like, fuck this.
I-
He just pulls out his gun.
Okay.
I keep forgetting you're a
Guns.
fighter, so you get 2 attack actions. So yes, you still have 1 attack action and a bonus action.
Woo! Revolvers. Alright.
God's
Your
greatest
cover means
creation, bro.
nothing to me.
That'll hit.
Alright. 11.
Okay, so you fire into the
Piercing
snow.
damage.
Fire into the snow,
Sure.
and it hits its mark, and you see a splattering of blue blood hit the snow, and the blood kind of coalesces into ice crystals.
Well, I'm gonna re-roll the one on the damage roll.
Okay.
It a 15.
15.
15 piercing damage.
Yeah, then yeah, it's dead. Knowing that, the reroll, you hit it, it explodes into the snow, scattering its blood everywhere, and it just stops moving. But you can see the other one is still
Right.
burrowing towards you.
Again, bonus action.
Again.
I have to mark up. This one is dead.
19 or
That'll hit.
not 20.
That'll hit.
19 points of piercing damage.
Yeah.
Screw
So-
you. I hate you.
You throw your bomb, it does nothing. You curse, whip out your revolver, and pop off 2 rounds as the worms scatter and die.
Damn, you kill them all?
There's 1 left.
One left. Still suck it. No, I'm just kidding.
And it's by the giant's body, right?
It's by the giant's body. It's hurt, but it's currently locked in battle with Alina.
How far away is it from me?
30 feet.
I'll move 30 feet toward and get in front of Alina.
Okay, you're going to interpose yourself.
Yeah.
All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Mm-hmm.
All right. It is now this worm's turn. It is the last surviving.
Come at me, bro.
It's the last one. It's going to attempt to burrow into your flesh. So I need you.
My flesh.
Yeah, you said you put yourself between her.
Chivalrous.
I just imagine like, was it fucking? I just imagine Heron has like a button ready to blow his cannon up, but he's just watching people get closer to the cannon. Move away.
So give me a Constitution saving throw as it hits your gut and tries to burrow in.
Does this count as an attack?
It is an attack, yes.
Well, I need you to make a dex save because I'm going to do Hellish Rebuke.
Okay. That's a 12 total.
That does not save, so I'm going to roll 2d10 fire damage. $19 fire damage.
All right, so it'll take this damage.
Damn.
It'll take this damage, but first give me the con save because it only activates after it hits you. So you would still take this damage if you fail.
No wonder Eddie can't get any females. He's literally like 2 thoughts.
All right, you take.
Oh, hold on. That was a con check. I'm adding
check.
things. 13. I rolled a 13 on my save.
Okay, you take 5 points of damage as it attempts to burrow into your skin, but you grab it and you pulse the fire through your hand as it rips across its body. It lets off this disgusting squeal before going limp and collapsing before you dead.
I was not familiar with the game like that, bro.
It did some damage though. Like you look down, you can see blood seeping from your wounds.
I think he's just having fucking spaz attack.
Like bleeding from my mouth.
Walk it off,
Somebody-
buddy.
Hey, doctor.
Alina is gonna cast.
I'm
Hold on.
sure he's fine.
Alina's gonna
He's so
cast.
much about cure wounds today.
She's like, I could speak with animals.
I hate you.
I can speak with the worms.
How much health do you have? Just tell me.
I have 69 left.
Okay.
I only took 5 points of damage.
She could cast mass cure wounds, but it might be a waste.
That's a waste. Austin's being over dramatic. He
Okay.
only took 5 points of damage. He's fine.
Yeah. So you're hurt, but not too bad. But you also, I gotta write down the experience for that. I'm not used to this. I'm used to milestone. I haven't done experience in like a decade. But yeah, it was trying to burrow inside of you, and it is disgusting.
Oh god.
Some people might be into that.
Wait, did I kill all of the worms?
Pretty much, yeah.
Ow. So this one's what it's like to be the big damage dealer. I love it.
Yeah, see? This is how it feels to be Melody. Actually, I did.
Hey.
All right.
All right.
But as this is happening, you do notice the tinier maggots that kind of burst free of the body, the ones that were a sizable threat. After you kill the last worm, you watch as these worms, like, kind of just shrivel up into ice and die. But you see Alina. Alina's, like, taken back. She goes, I think that did it. And she, like, looks around, and she's like, go ahead and everybody make investigation checks for me.
I have a +7. 60. You're lying.
Natural 1.
Natural one.
I'm too concerned with the hole in my stomach.
Yeah, it hurts, but it didn't get into your guts. You get the idea that it would have done some sizable damage if it had.
You hear that?
That
At least
makes
someone's trying to get in your guts.
But what did you get, Pat? Or Heron?
I got a 16.
16? You find 250 silver pieces spread around the Dragonborn corpses. Austin,
I'll be adding those.
you're with Alina as she bandages your wounds, and she's like, I think we did it. I don't... The little worms died off, so whatever was... I don't know if this was like their nest or something, but they're gone. We can check the water down below, and if they're dead too, then I feel confident we've done what we were supposed to do.
250 silver pieces? Which
250 total, yes.
be irresponsible to just leave this place without. I'm making an Arcana check on the worm,
Yeah, give me an Arcana
the big
check.
ones. 21.
21. There is a strange aura of magic emanating from the corpses.
Aura?
An aura. As you kind of focus in on it, you know enough about magic, but you feel that the magic is getting weaker and sort of fading away.
Tieflings have a natural thing for magic, so. Alright. I guess. So. Did he find anything on the Dragonborn's body besides money?
I'm sorry, say again. The
I
body?
head scratch, bro.
Oh. You find some personal effects, like maybe like a ornate goblet that may be worth like 5 gold. A lot of papers in Draconic basically detailing, like, they found the corpse of the dragon, they were excited, they were like, oh, this proves that we can claim this area, stuff like that. But there's not really anything else of value within the camp.
I imagine he shared the. Do you share the stuff about the dragon, the papers?
Yeah, I guess. I'm not gonna give you any of the silver.
Yeah, but
This is different than Sobek, bro. I'm a greedy fucker in this game.
he is a kobold. Got that draconic
All
blood
right.
in him.
Can we see the skeleton of the dragon?
Yeah, it's like, it looks like they used some form of magic or something to melt the dragon corpse out. It's not like a fresh corpse, there's no scales. It's mostly just bones, and you can see the teeth have already been chiseled out and either hidden somewhere or taken before the campsite was, before the group found the body.
Right. So the head is out, right?
The head, the neck, and a portion of the upper body.
I'm just gonna start just smashing it, attempting to smash it and make it unrecognizable.
Okay, give me a
The
strength
dragon skull?
I don't know, or
Are
like
you trying to attack the dragon skull?
check. Are you?
not the dragon skull, but like I'm essentially trying to make this dragon not look like a dragon anymore.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. I'm gonna have to interfere on that one.
Yeah. Give me a strength check as you start to. What are you using to bash it with? Just like a random.
Hey, I'm gonna try to stop him.
Okay. Well, hold on. Give me the strength check, and you give me a strength check as well. I almost called you Kip. Aaron.
All right. Strength check.
Imagine I'm using the butt of my musket.
Shit. But I'm losing this.
What'd you get?
9.
I got a 4.
All right. So, Heron, you see him start to bash at the skull, and it fills you with a rage. And as you run over, you try to get in between him, and you catch a stray butt of the rifle and roll damage.
Ooh!
Heron, just for how much would this be? Roll me a d4. It's not that much. And then
I roll a d4.
yeah, you roll a d4, and then Heron takes that damage because he's trying to interpose himself
That's my strength mod.
with your strength mod. Yes,
Okay.
I'll say it would be unarmed,
Take
but
2
it's
damage.
yeah. You take 3 damage, Heron.
All right.
As you try to interpose yourself, you catch a stray smash from a butt of a rifle.
You said 3 damage.
Ooh. I rolled 2, so I don't know what the.
I thought it's. I'm sorry. I must have misheard. Yeah, you take.
I rolled a 1, plus my strength mod is +1.
So yeah,
So
you
that's
take 2.
2.
Okay, I don't know where I heard 3 from.
+1.
I don't know. I heard 3 from you.
I was reading I'm reading my notes and trying to talk at the same time. But yeah, you take 2. So you catch the stray smack of the butt of the rifle, but you do stop him from doing initial damage. If you'd like to confront him more, that's up to you.
Yeah, I'll confirm.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Destroying the claim to the land.
Well, you shouldn't,
Why not?
because
You're
that
gonna use
is
this
a
to take over
sacred beast.
Psycha. Sacred beast? I'm sorry, do you even know a thing about dragons?
Of
The
course, I know
monsters.
stuff about dragons.
And you know they're greedy and
Not all
killing. They're
dragons.
evil.
You have
They're
no
gonna
idea
use
what
this-
kind of dragon this is.
What kind of dragon is this? I said what kind of dragon this is.
Both of you make whoever wants
Can
to
we
try
get a
this,
dragon expert?
make a nature check. Anybody who'd like to.
Alright,
21.
21.
I got
Okay.
12.
It's not hard. It just judging by the size and its bone structure, you'd gather it's probably an adult blue dragon.
It's an adult blue dragon.
You mainly can tell by the horns.
Still, we shouldn't go destroying things like this.
If we don't, whoever sent these guys is gonna come back here and use this to lay claim to Saika.
This is conflicting part of my story. Do I pick my backstory, or do I pick the town I currently live in?
Say again.
You saw what I did to those worms. I did load my revolvers.
I'm not scared of you.
I'm gonna start placing the rest of my bombs in like its skull area.
Okay. What are you doing, Heron?
I have 2 bombs.
I guess I'll just walk off.
Okay. Alina is kind of like standing there with her, like not knowing what to do. And as Austin, you set your bombs. Where are you setting them exactly? You have 2. Where are you setting them exactly?
Well, I imagine I'm setting them inside the skull.
Okay.
Like,
Heron, are you descending the mountain?
Yeah, I'm sending them out. I'm going back to the horses.
Okay. Austin, as you step back and survey your work, the bombs are placed in a way that would most likely destroy the skull and most of the upper body of the skeleton. And you get the idea that that should do a good enough job. If anyone else comes by, they won't be able to immediately or possibly at all recognize what kind of creature this is.
alright, and then I'm gonna cast Firebolt at the bombs.
All right. You don't have to make an attack roll. You know where they are. I'll say you and Alina step back, obviously, as you fire, and the detonation sends
Yes.
shrouds of bone everywhere. And then you hear a low rumble. And as you look to the north, you see snow slowly slipping off the mountain peak, heading in your direction as an avalanche is
Oh,
making its way
son
to-
of a bit.
I want to say it, but karma is real.
You get the idea that the explosions probably the first one started the avalanche, it set it up for, and then the 2 more explosions have triggered to cause the avalanche. Heron, you see this as well as you hit the horses, as you arrive at the horses.
Uh-oh.
So what are you guys doing? It's moving
I'm
quick.
gonna turn to Alina and say, "You're a druid, right? Wild shape. Come on, give me something. Eagle."
Hold on. I gotta read her wild shape. This isn't taking into I'm reading this. It's not gonna. Okay.
She's just reading a book while an avalanche is
She's
coming
like, I
at
don't
us.
know. No. She's gonna cast it and be a giant eagle. Let me see if she can do that.
While he's doing this, I'm gonna start preparing the horses.
B shape. Yeah, she knows a giant eagle. So you watch as she channels the magic, transforms into a giant eagle. She grabs you with one of her claws and takes flight. Heron, you are with the horses. You are a little farther away from the avalanche, so you have more time. What did you say you would like to do?
I want to make it clear. I want to think about leaving these 2 because of
Okay.
what just happened, but I'm gonna ultimately wait for them. But I'm preparing the horses to go.
Okay. You watch as above you see the giant eagle holding Austin flies close to you. The eagle lets out a cry to alert you. And Austin, are you going to continue? Are you going to have her continue flying towards the horses or towards the lake? Or is she
Well,
going to pick up
I-
Heron?
I'm just gonna tell her to pick up Heron and go.
Okay. Heron, you watch as the eagle gets closer and closer until suddenly a claw grasps you and lifts you into the air. As it climbs
The horse
higher-
is free.
The horses are free, yes. They start running down the mountain.
Run, Twilight Sparkles, run!
That's not even the same horse.
No, it's the same horse.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, when you went to the you had already paid the down payment, so they gave you the same horses.
Oh, so I just signed up for a subscription.
Pretty much. But
Motherfucker.
you watch as the horses start.
We specifically told them we wouldn't kill their horses.
I'm gonna roll to see if the horses outrun the avalanche because it's not easy terrain. Yeah, that's
It's
good enough.
downhill, right?
It's downhill, and that's a good enough roll that you watch as they disappear into the forest, escaping the avalanche, which kind of hits where the horses were, then slowly starts to lose muster and stop about 50 feet from where the horses were. So they would have gotten the horses would have been swallowed if they hadn't rolled high enough.
Be free!
But yeah, you guys hit the edge of the forest. Alina descends into the lake bed, not on the lake obviously, but onto the shore. And the second you guys hit the dirt, she transforms back into her halfling form, and you all can see the gore is still there from the corpses. But
Might ought to clean this shit up.
yeah, but the bugs are still there, but the maggots, the grubs, the large ones have stopped moving entirely. Some of them have like popped into little ice balls, but most of them are dead, if not all of them.
Okay. Whew. Team, right?
What'd you say?
I said go team, right?
Oh, yeah, you guys are there. Alina's like, I don't think I would have been able to handle that on my own, so I do thank you. And she like, reaches in to her pouch and she pulls out about 50 gold, and then she slips a ring off her finger.
You.
So she gives you 50 gold, but you can divide if you want. But she also hands you a ring, and she goes, "This is a ring of amenity."
What?
Oop, I'll read it to you. Hold on.
Is she giving this to Austin?
She's giving it to whoever will take it.
Oh, you already know.
Let me find it so I can read it to you verbatim. Collections. Where's magic items? There it is. What? Ring of Amenity. Oh. Or is it? Yeah, Amity. A-M-I-T-Y.
Oh.
The ring-
A-M-I-T-Y?
Yeah, A-M-I-T-Y. This ring is... She explains it. I'll say this is her explaining it. It's carved from hematite and bears the engraving of the Friend Rune. When you first attune to this ring, you can touch one willing creature and form a magical bond between the two of you. While this bond lasts, whenever you are subjected to a spell or magical effect that restores hit points, the bonded creature also receives the benefits of the spell or effect. You can bond with a different creature whenever you finish a long rest, provided that you can touch the creature and the creature is willing. You can only do this one time. The bond ends if either you or the creature travels to a different plane of existence, if you bond with a different creature at the end of a long rest, or if you sever the bond as a bonus action. And then, when the bonded creature hits a target with an attack roll, you can use your reaction to invoke the ring's rune. If you're in 60 feet of the bonded creature, the bonded creature's attack is then turned into a critical hit.
That, you can have that.
What, is that good enough for you?
No, I mean, like,
I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you.
if he bonds with me, then I get one critical hit per day.
Yeah, but she gives you.
Who,
this
wait,
ring.
who is giving this to?
She'll give it to whoever. She holds it out and says whoever takes it.
What did you say, Eddie?
So, essentially, a creature that you're bonded with, you can make one attack.
No, I'm saying,
roll of
you
theirs
said
become a
something
critical
after
hit.
she explained it.
I said you can have it.
Oh, alright, bet.
Once per day, you get to make one of my attacks a critical hit.
Wait, are you trying to bond with
If
me?
you're bonded with me.
No.
Yeah, you can bond with him, or you can bond with anyone you see fit.
We're all definitely not bonding with this guy.
But after she explains it, she goes, "I'm gonna head back to my circle and get some reinforcements to clean up what's left of the lake, and maybe turn this."
Now you don't live with us.
What?
Huh?
She's like, I'm
What about
gonna...
George?
She goes, well, I'll go get George first. I almost forgot about George.
How could you forget
That's her
about
talking,
George?
not the DM.
Okay.
But she goes, I'll head back to the town and gather him. You do as you see fit. And she'll turn back into a giant eagle and take off.
Alright, add 50 gold to my inventory.
All right. Oops. But,
Alright, we
What's
don't have
scratching?
horses anymore.
your horse...
Oh, right. They just fucking ran off.
They ran off. But,
Guess we'll just start walking.
all right, you guys start heading back to Psycha.
Right.
I'll say
Shh.
it's going to take the 2 hours. So we'll just real quick go through it. But about halfway through, you run into a caravan. And it looks to be a mix of dragonborn and lizard folk.
Hey. KG heads ways.
But they look like they're heading from north to south, so opposite direction you're traveling. They kind of look to you and they like say, "Are you interested in trade or purchasing any gear?"
I did not hear anything that happened
Oh.
within the last 10 seconds
Okay.
because my sister came into my...
You're fine. So basically, you run into a caravan coming from the north in the opposite direction. So you're like walking towards each other, and it's made of dragonborn and lizard folk. And as you get close, they like shout out like, "Would you like to buy? We sell." And they go, "If you're interested, we even have some fresh slaves."
Whoa! I was like, you know what? Let's give these guys a chance. Slaves.
You get immediately.
What?
You see emblazoned on the carts is the seal for the Astorian Empire, which is 2 dragon heads blowing what looks like fire in 2 directions. And he says, the leader of the caravan says, we have goods, we have slaves, and he like throws over a tarp, and you see, foodstuffs, armor, weapons, and in the final cart is a cage full of elves.
Austin's having a panic attack right now.
But they're,
Heavy
shit.
breathing.
but they're like so.
Alright. They have horses?
They are drawn by horses, but they do not have any free horses.
No, but I mean, like,
Austin's like, so if I kill you, I can take your horses.
There are 3 carts. There are a total of 6 people, 2 to each cart. The one in front who's addressed you is a portly red dragonborn in fine clothes.
Wait, I don't want to be racist, but of course this motherfucker would be red.
But each carriage is drawn by 2 horses.
so they look competent in battle.
5 of them look like traveling salesmen, like they're like dressed in fine clothes. However,
I just imagine like all of are just like old and age and gray hair, and they're just like they're not made for fighting.
However, one is dressed in plate mail with a great axe, and she is staring you both down like, "Go ahead, try something."
Oh, I will! I will! I will!
You know what?
So what are you guys gonna do? He's like,
Alright.
"Do you want to trade?"
Okay.
Hold on.
You know what? Austin's gonna step up. And he's
Here,
gonna
here,
take
I'll
his
pull.
gun and-
Hey, I want to pull him to the side real quick.
Okay.
All right, Austin, do you think there's a way we can get the slaves out without? Shut up, dog. Oh my god, that dog.
You're fine.
All right. Do you think there's a way to get the slaves out without, harming them? I don't see any necessary violence going on.
do my best, but
All right. But they're like, "So," like the dragonborn, the portly one is like, "So, do you want to trade?" And he's like scanning you.
I'm gonna
both.
fire into the air and take a bullet shot.
A bullying shot.
Yep, and
Alright.
it gives me advantage on intimidation check.
Okay, you fire off, and immediately they like recoil. The one with the great axe grabs it, but doesn't finish pulling it all the way, just staring you down,
Wait, grab what?
grabbing her axe.
Okay. Alright, and I'm gonna say, listen, I don't like slavers, and I've had a really bad day. So if one of you wants to step up, you can get sent home in a bag. Otherwise, leave your goods and get going.
Okay, make an intimidation check. Oh,
It's 15.
15. So as you say this, the portly dragonborn is like, "Oh, we don't want any trouble," and I assume you don't, and looks over to the dragonborn and starts like nodding at her, like, "Come on, get up." They all look terrified. The female dragonborn with the great axe just looks pissed and like hops down off the cart and starts walking towards you menacingly.
Oh.
I'm gonna point my gun at her. Drop it and stay where you are.
Give me another intimidation check.
Should I make this one with advantage too or not?
Does it say it only gives it to you once, or does it say any after?
Give it to me once.
Then yeah, you just get a straight roll, just one.
Okay. 21.
21. She stops,
Gosh.
and she would fail this, but I'm gonna have her use her legendary resistance and choose to succeed the roll instead. As she reels
It's a
back,
legendary resistance.
yeah, she reels back and exhales necrotic breath at the both of you. I need you both to give me wisdom saving throws.
Wisdom.
Wisdom saving throws.
What was the skill she used? Legendary what?
Legendary resistance.
Legendary resistance.
I just said, Eddie, you've seen Dragon Ball Z Abridged movie. Why is it green? Because it's legendary. Alright,
Wisdom, please.
wisdom saving throw? Okay.
Yep.
I didn't. We should have took a short rest.
All right, you guys take 30 points.
That was a natural
You
one.
take 30 points. 30 points of necrotic
Oh, I
damage,
took
and
the
you are
fight
both
with the wrong person.
you're both frightened of her for 1 minute.
Oh my god. Eddie.
I'm gonna use Indomitable.
Okay, so what does that entail?
Indomitable human spirit.
I'm just gonna re-roll. I gotta re-roll.
Okay, roll a wisdom saving throw again.
Please. God, son of a...
You take the full
8.
damage. You take the full damage, and you both are still frightened.
So what does that mean again?
So while you have the frightened condition, you experience the following effects. You have disadvantage on all ability checks and attack rolls while the source of fear is within line of sight, and you cannot willingly move closer to the source of your fear.
Wow.
So she kind of does this breath. She sits back, and you both are terrified of her, and she goes, "Leave."
I have to leave.
You can make. She's just telling you to leave. It's not like she's commanding it or anything. There's no checks, but she makes it very clear that she is still ready for a fight.
I'm with fire.
All right, roll initiative, and then I'll say you get one shot off.
19.
8.
All right. All right, so as you're doing this, Austin, you're up first. You are feared, but you can still make your attack rolls with disadvantage.
Oh,
Damn.
I'm gonna make
What could?
the first one with a straight roll because I have a certain. Where is it? My gunslinger thing that gives me advantage on attack roll. God, I'm shaking. I picked a fight with the wrong person.
So I'm going to be there emotions to bear with us.
I'm gonna use a great point to get advantage on the attack roll, so it's a straight roll.
Straight roll.
On. Ooh. It's a 16.
That'll miss, unfortunately.
Oh shit.
She is wearing full plate. Just a heads up. So you still get 2 more shots, right? Because you get 2 from your action and 1 from bonus actions. So technically, you still have 2 shots, right?
Yep.
But
Gulp.
I don't think you get advantage anymore, and it's just disadvantage, correct?
Unless I use another grit point, which I'm about to do.
Happening.
22.
That'll hit.
Okay. And I'm gonna re-roll the 2.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god. PK. 14 piercing damage.
All right, so the first shot, you see her like shoulder and it bounces off her armor. But as she pulls to take her great axe out, you fire another one and catch her in the chest. And this time you see a spurt of blood as it makes its damaging contact. You get one more attack roll, correct?
Well, no, because I'm gonna use my bonus action to second wind.
Okay, yeah. So go ahead and
I
do
got
that.
a D10 plus 10. Yeah, 15 hit points back.
Okay, it's good to know. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Heron, you're up.
Well, it was good while it lasted, John. I'm serious. I still have the Eldritch Cannon with me, right? I
Yeah,
do, actually.
It didn't go away. You didn't lose
All right.
it, so.
Guys, where's my Eldritch Cannon? I'm just like passing around my pockets. Let's see. Fuck. What do I want to do against this behemoth of a woman? I'm scared.
We don't have any people that just go up, that can go up and fight.
So why on the blue earth did you think it was that? You know what? You're
I
not
didn't
good.
think she had a legendary resistance.
If only you had Sobek.
Only you had me.
Open would get bodied.
Oh, yeah.
Sobek would have bodied her.
Well, you never raged, so.
Yeah, sure. Let the level 4 barbarian fight.
Hey,
Yeah,
I've done
that's fine.
I've done things.
Okay,
Alright, hold on.
it is your turn. What are you doing?
Um,
She looks pissed. Like, the blood is trickling from her
Fireball.
wound, and she just looks angry.
I'm gonna use Force Ballista.
Okay, to push her back 5 feet.
Uh-huh.
So go ahead
And do some damage.
with-
And roll the hit. D set D20 plus 7. Let's see. That would be a what would that fucking be actually? That would be a 16.
to hit.
Yeah.
That misses.
I'm so cooked.
As your ballista fires off, she like lowers herself and catches it with her shoulder and deflects it off of her plate mail.
Oh my god, she's so cool.
What dragonborn is she again?
She is that's the thing. She looks blue, but her features are kind of palish. Her hair she has hair, first off.
She has hair.
A strange, like, wiry white hair.
Oh, brother.
Oh god, is this a dragon?
It is a dragonborn.
People watching the YouTube video, please draw fan art of what you think
Guys.
this girl looks like, because I got it.
What are you doing?
Fuck.
Fear
Yeah.
took effect of the players as well as the characters.
Hold on. I got this. Let me see what I have. I gotta see what I can have. Let me see. No. Crap. Let me think here.
Take your time.
I'm taking time.
It matters.
Oh, I know it matters. That's why I'm taking my time.
We should have short rested, bro. We should have short rested.
We should have.
I didn't think it'd be slavers.
I didn't think you would fight them. Crap.
You don't know my past.
Shut up, fucker. Shut up, nerd.
What do you got? That was your
Hold
bonus action
on.
for the ballista.
You can.
I'm sitting here smiling ear to ear.
I can hear.
Here.
It's. Oh, this is. Oh, fuck. You know what? I am going to do. I'm going to cast a spell Shatter, level 2.
Okay.
It's a Constitution saving throw 15.
15
Or higher.
con. Roll.
How many legendary instances could she have?
All of them.
It's what is it? A con?
Constitution saving throw 15.
I got an 11.
Yes. Fuck you, oddly attractive dragon. Alright.
Oh wait, it was a Constitution?
Yeah.
No, it still fails. Okay, you're good. You're good.
Okay. Whoa.
You're good. I thought
Oh
I was
my
looking-
god.
I was looking at strength. Con is actually one lower, so you're fine.
Alright, motherfucker. Watch this. My damage is 14. Yikes.
Total, that's it?
Yes. That's it? How dare you?
Yeah,
How
that's
fucking
asking.
dare you?
We are so cooked.
Alright, anything else you got?
No, that's it.
I wouldn't think I am.
That's it, unfortunately.
Oh, hold on.
I get it. Ah, shit, Eddie.
What?
Does she have an indomitable?
No, Eddie, you said no, actually, you did good on both of your, you did good on both your, fucking intimidation checks, right?
Yeah, he did good, but she rolled and made a save.
The only reason she legendary resistances me.
Okay, is that
All
going
right,
to be your turn,
well,
Aaron?
That is the end of my turn.
Alright, it is now
Yeah, I
her
was just
turn.
gonna...
She completely unsheaths her great axe, rushes towards the both of you, and is make one attack to each of you. The first one to Heron. That's a...
Why did you move?
I should have moved.
The way you said that. That's a 23 to hit.
I was gonna be like, well, guess what, bitch? Shield. And then you said 20 that. And
You
you know
take-
what? That hits.
You take 16 points of necrotic damage. Oh, I'm sorry. 16 necrotic. Hold on, I gotta roll the Oh, okay. So 19. Oh, I'm sorry. 24 total.
Oh, we're cooked. We're cooked.
24 total.
Yep.
Hmm?
24.
On my
You're
death
still
saving
traveling with
throws.
You want to do that saving throws?
Austin. Tell me the druid's been traveling with us.
No, she left.
Why? We were all going to the same place.
No, she went to go get reinforcements, Eddie.
She
She's
turned
meant to
it.
go with us to get George.
She turned into an eagle and flew there.
Yay!
Austin,
Oh,
does
actually, we're so fucked.
does a 24 hit?
Yes. Oh God. We're gonna get TPK'd.
You
Oh,
take,
because you fucking...
you take 25 points of damage.
Oh my, 25?
25.
You're joking.
No.
Yeah, I'm cooked.
It's your turn. As she moved towards you, hit each of you with an attack, it is your turn.
Fuck. That's not my last one. I was so joking about that too, but now I know I'm not.
My God. Oh. I'm gonna take a potion of healing.
Okay.
It's a bonus action, right?
It's a bonus action, yes. At least for me, it's a bonus action. I don't know if it is in the books, but for me, I say it's a bonus action.
I rolled 2 ones because life.
So,
I get 4. I get 4 hit points back.
alright, that's your bonus action. It is your turn again.
All right. Am I still afraid?
At the end of each of your turns. So go ahead and make one for the previous turn, because I didn't realize it was at the end of your turn.
It's not 15.
You saved. You're good.
Oh God. Okay,
You
you
needed a
cooked now.
15 exactly.
All right. Okay. I can still pull this back.
Okay, what are you doing?
I fucking hope you can.
Well,
So I'm gonna take a disarming shot.
Okay. What kind of saving throw is that?
It's a strength, but I have to hit first.
Okay, roll a hit.
Because the sharpshooter, since she's within 5 feet of me, she doesn't. I don't get disadvantage. 22.
That'll hit. So I got to roll a strength saving throw?
Yes, of 17.
Ooh,
She drops her.
that is a total of 11.
Okay, so she drops it and it's moved. Yeah, let me read it again. It's pushed 10 feet away
Okay.
from me.
So 10 feet behind her.
Yeah, it's my turn, and like right before I do, I say, "Drop it, bitch!" And bang.
I'm just on the floor, like, please, this is not the time.
Heron's is like, that sounded cool, but I'm dying. You still have one more action,
I'm gonna
correct?
take another one.
Make your attack roll.
Oh, I didn't even roll damage.
Oh, you roll damage, of course.
17 piercing damage.
Okay. She's looking bloody.
Okay, we got this. Again!
Make your attack roll.
No! 11.
That'll miss. So you fire once, knock it out of her hand. Go to fire again. She's ready, and she just sidesteps it as it slails off into the cavern. A cavern into the
Sorry,
valley.
did this bitch sidestep a bullet? Oh god.
She sees it coming. But
Bonus action.
use your bonus action for the potion.
Fuck, you're right. Okay, never mind.
You know it's that when Eddie's like he's failing.
All right. Is that the end of your turn?
I've completely lost my composure.
Heron,
Okay.
make me a death saving throw.
Yeah.
Make you
Oh, God.
saving throw.
I'm so sorry, everyone.
I'm so sorry, everyone. All right,
That's a
I got
success.
one
Yep,
success.
That's one success. It is now her turn. She's gonna see if she gets her breath weapon back. She does not.
What? Breath weapon?
That's what she used to. That's what she used the first time. The necrotic breath weapon, the one that made you feared. But
Like, Dragon Boy don't get their breath weapon back. That's once per short rest.
she gets hers back. But she does not.
That's a dragon. We picked a fight with a dragon.
She does not get her breath weapon back.
With a straight up dragon.
She is going to use. She has a total of 30 feet of movement. She'll walk. She won't disengage. You get a free hit on her, one hit, and she's gonna walk over and pick
Do
her
I
axe.
get to fire, or do I make an unarmed attack?
I think it's. How does the gunslinger work? You might be you get to fire.
Remember how Vegeta acted when Broly turned Super Saiyan, Eddie?
Yeah.
That's how I feel right now.
Well, I think it's more opportunity attack rules.
Yeah. So it might be unarmed. Let me. I'll Google it just to be 100% sure. D&D.
If it's unarmed, I'm cooked.
Slinger reaction attack.
Yeah, it's one melee attack.
Yep. So it'd be an unarmed. It'd be an unarmed for you.
Okay. So +5 to hit. 20.
That'll hit.
And she takes 2 bludgeoning damage.
So she goes, you hit her in the back of the head with your pistol. She grunts, continues walking, picks up her axe, turns around, and is going to make 2 attacks against you.
What? It's not an action to pick her thing up?
It's a free action.
It's a free action?
Yeah, that's how I do it with you guys too.
Not how items work. God damn it.
But dirty
I'm
20
good.
to hit.
30, 20 hits. Oh my
You
god.
take. Hold on, let me calculate this.
Calculate
You take-
this? How much dice are you rolling?
You take 24 points of damage.
How many?
11.
How many
11
dice are you rolling?
11 slashing and 13 necrotic. And then one more attack, one more axe.
What the fuck?
That's a 14 to hit.
That misses!
All right, so the first one, she catches you on the side.
And he's
What was
missing a tooth,
And
and he's like bloody in the face. He's like, yes, that misses.
She slashes at you once and gets you in the side. She goes to slash again. You're prepared for it. You suck your gut in as it swings wide.
That has got to be the fattest like response I've ever heard to dodging an attack.
That's the end of her turn. Austin, you're up.
Oh. If I had an action surge, you'd be dead. Okay.
If I was somewhat capable in fighting, you'd be gone.
Revolver.
Okay, make your attack roll.
Molotov.
13.
That'll miss.
What do I have in my inventory, bro? What BS can I? Oh God. Fuck. Okay. 17.
That'll miss, unfortunately. So you fire
Oh
off.
no.
You fire off 2 shots, and they just ricochet off her armor.
Bonus action.
Bonus action.
17. What the actual
That'll miss, unfortunately. Is that all you got? You have movement, but you would take a reaction if you tried to get away from her.
What am I gonna do? That's crazy. That's it for me, I guess.
Okay. Heron, give me a death saving throw.
Nah. I'll recover. Oh.
That's a fail. Alright, it is now her turn. She's gonna smile and say, "You two will make excellent slaves." And she's gonna...
I was literally just about to say, Eddie, I hope you're ready to become a slave, because she's not killing us.
22 to hit, Austin.
We're slaves!
And a 14 to hit.
We're slaves!
I'm dead no matter what.
Okay. Well, hold on. I may roll low. Okay, now.
Okay, bro.
A total of...
I have 9 hit points left.
A total of 26.
Well, anyways, people, I want to thank you for watching this 2-episode campaign.
Thanks for watching the 2-episode campaign, guys. Like and subscribe for more.
It's not
That's
over.
it. I'm done. I'm cooked.
Alright, you take 26 points of damage. As you slip into unconsciousness, you watch as she sheaths her axe, approaches the two of you, and says, "You two will make excellent slaves." And that's where we'll end it for today.
Okay, then. We got
That's
got
my
good.
day, guys.
You're bad.
How much ammo did I even use in that fight?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
God.
sorry, I couldn't help but hear. But
Does it even matter?
The fight was close. If she had... Oh, where'd my mouse go? The fight was
If
close.
I rolled just a little bit higher, I would have won. How many hit points did she have left?
You really want to know?
Yes.
She had 38.
God damn.
Actually, I probably never mind. I would not have.
30
How much did she have at the start of the fight?
85.
The last four attacks I took. The last 4 attacks I took. You should have cast a fireball. The last 4 attacks I took.
Don't you try to spin the blame on me.
All right. Well, that's where we'll end it
Oh
for
my
today.
God.
So if anybody watching this enjoyed it, leave a like and subscribe and comment how...
Wow.
Comment something. I don't know. Thanks for watching.
Comment